Oh my goodness. Wow.
He might call.
Wow.
Oh, he folded.
Welcome everyone. It is that time. It is GG Millions and it is enhanced. It is GG Millions week, and that means big prizes and extra special. Fedor, we got to get you. We got the biggest name in the game for the biggest show on GG. Welcome in Fedor Holz, the crown up guy, the young prince, whatever you want to call him. Fedor, how are you?
What's up? I'm excited to be here. And
Great to
let's
have
some
you.
fun.
Yeah, let's do it, man. 50, I know you know a lot of these guys. I'm familiar as well. Fedor with the clean 50 million on the dot. That's nice to just get over the hump. You haven't played a tournament live, it looks like, since May 25th, or at least the cash, but you did cross. That's a pretty big milestone, man. So congrats on that. 50 million there is a very impressive stuff. And of course, you guys are familiar with Fedor, but we are going to be diving into this last week's winner. We had a week off because it is GG Millions week, and we are going to see a guy you know very well, Fedor, who took down this tournament. I believe he was the shortest stack to start at that final table, so I want to look at that, and we'll take a look at that hand from 2 weeks ago where Adrian Mateos did take it down. How much would you say you've played with Adrian compared to some of the other high roller players? Like, is he someone you've battled with the most?
I mean, must be. Like, I feel every tournament I play he's in, so since, I don't know, 12 years.
Yeah,
So,
and before we're gonna get that hand up for you guys, but what would you say right now, how this current, let's say 2026, what percent of tournaments are you kind of playing? How heavy is your tournament load of schedule where it used to be?
I mean, for me it's a bit of a special situation because we plan to start a family, and so my schedule is very, very light for next year.
Got it. All right, so you're gonna, yeah, that's okay. That's the answer we're looking for. You will be in the Bahamas though, correct? You're gonna play the 26K 60 mil?
No, unfortunately not. My fiance has an operation at that time, so
Wow.
I can't come. Yeah.
Okay, you're starting to get it, Fedor. See, I got 2 kids. I'm telling you, it's different, man. Everyone out there, enjoy. If you're single, if you got a girlfriend, a fiance, married, whatever, that's cool. But once you have kids, things change a little bit. So enjoy, and life happens fast. So get out there, mix it up, travel the world, take some shots, have some fun, and say you're 32. I'm almost 4. I'm 39, Fedor. So you would agree with that? Things get, as it goes along, it's more complicated.
That's what they say. I'll find out for myself.
Exactly right. All right, fair enough. All right, well, look at this. 5 wins for Mateos, 23 final tables. Just insane stats. He's got 5 million in earnings on GG alone, and we are going to get to see the hand that last week he got to win with, and he was the shortest stack. And I will say today, at the end, Fedor, we're going to get to see the betting odds, and I'm in Brazil, so I just fired some bets. We were talking beforehand, doing a little bit of a smash and cover. I'm basically fading the chip leader, although that may not be smart. His odds are so high. I am going to take a dabble. And Mateos was the shortest last week and got it done. So let's take a look at that final win last week. 5 deuce suited. He is covering by a lot against Panakovs, and kind of nice gets to get limped on here. So he gets to check back, and that's decent flop.
That's decent.
The steel wheel, he's got the 5 deuce, backdoor hearts, already has the nuts on the flop, and he's getting bet into here. So let's see how Adrian is going to go about it. Not too hard to play this one.
Yeah, he always calls and then maybe leads. I mean, very small lead. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, the 4X, I guess, he is, it was a limp pot. He does then lead out of the big blind, gets called, and now sets up a SPR of less than 1 for stacked pot ratio. Panakovs has 1.4, there's 1.7 in the middle. And yeah, I think this is, as we know, the winning hand. So I believe he just shoves here. And if you're Panakovs, what would be the minimum? Oh, wow. I mean, that's nasty. Are you calling with pretty much any ace there as played, though, still?
Oh, I mean, I didn't see exactly how many big blinds it was pre-flop.
I think it was 200K big blind, and he didn't have that much. Yeah, maybe he had like maybe he had like 2 million to start. something like that, 2.2 million.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not too many ace X, or obviously some that you limp call, but yeah, it's just nasty.
Nasty run out for sure. Again, that is gonna take us to a winner from the last time we played. We did have a week off, and now we see the all-time ranking list here. Anything stand out for you here? Obviously, Artur with the most earnings and also the most cashes, most final tables, most titles by far. But anything else here, anywhere on this list that you would be either surprised about or that jumps out to you?
I mean, not really, no. Like, those are just some of the best players. I mean, right, this is the list of you need to play volume to be on this list. There's no way you're on this list and you don't grind every Sunday, basically.
Yeah.
Like, Deanne is probably the only one that I think doesn't play every Sunday, but all the others I feel like they play basically every Sunday.
Yeah, I just got to meet Rodrigo Salawan in person here. Really nice guy. He will be a guest coming up on the show. Met a few of the Brazilians down here. They all love GG Millions. They're all like, hey, can we be on? And I'm like, yeah, of course. That's what I say. If you're watching out there, if you play this tournament, please reach out. Love to have to be on the show. If you're participating in this tournament, please go ahead and reach out. And let's go ahead and now go down. Let's go to the next part of this pregame show as we see the season. Second part of the season that will culminate in the Bahamas. And again, some of the best guys. Your guy, Samuel Muller, man, what an impressive young buck this guy is. He took down the Paradise 25K. Was that 2 years ago now? I think he beat Frank Banks heads up, who's also both have been guests on this show. And he is in great form and just seems like he's getting better and better. How old is he? Like 23 or 4 or something? He's really young.
I think he's a little bit older, but it's actually a good question. I would have guessed 26 or 27.
Yeah, another Austrian coming out of there, kind of in your camp, and just seems to really always be in the mix and showing us what he's doing here this season. Just absolutely crushing and has over $1 million in earnings already. All right, let's dive in though. We got lots to cover today, and this is a very interesting final table with it's literally like, I've never seen this big a gap. So it is the chip leader we're going to look at, but the 9th down, I think there's 10 blinds, a lot of shorter stacks, and then a huge stack. So that's a very interesting dynamic. As let's go and take a look at our final table list right now. We have, I believe, the prizes. We'll see that, and then we'll go to our 9th stack. 1.4 almost to first, of course, top heavy, but $1 million for second. Top 2 going to get that, and there are some significant jumps along the way. Everyone guaranteed $176,000. Let's go to our 9th place. Barack, this guy, 2 wins. You know him very well. 10 blinds. What do you expect from him today? What can he do as a short stack, as he only has 10 big blinds?
I mean, not a crazy amount, to be honest, but yeah, if you get I think these spots you're not gonna see crazy surprising stuff. Right. If it gets a little deeper, like you will see different play styles, but with like 9, 10 big blinds, it's mostly big blind defense is a topic.
Yep.
But yeah, besides that, it's like you'll see open shoves. I think people will not play that too different, and then we'll see.
For sure. Okay, let's go to our 8th place participant, also on a shorter stack, 12 blinds. How familiar are you with Clemens?
Familiar. I think he plays a lot of the Tritons. He's good.
It's interesting that the GG Millions, and this is a special edition GG Millions week where there's a lot of different flights, and that's why we have such a big prize pool. He only has 3 appearances. That's interesting to know. Pretty strong. Makes a final table here in one of the larger fields. So let's see how he can fare. 12 blinds. If he can get going, I'm sure he will be very dangerous if he can double or chip up a little bit. So let's go to our number 7 stack today, and that is Let's Roll with a lot of L's. So ready to roll, 9 appearances, has never cashed, chose a good one to do it. I assume you don't know much about this player, as he is, we don't know much about it. It does say he's won a high roller, GG Millions high rollers for the first, but it says no final table or win. So I'm not sure if that was a different format or what that was specifically. But again, someone I'm not familiar with. I don't know if you have seen or played with him on GG.
Nope, I don't know who it is.
All right, mystery player. That's fun. Those are always fun as well. Let's go to our next participant here in Lusnia Kushinada, who has 30 appearances, pretty impressive GG earnings, but not a lot of GG Million earnings, and That's actually 30 appearances, only 2 cashes. That is on the lower side, but maybe goes a little bit higher variance, and now looking to get some EV back today, as it is such a big prize pool. And I'm going to guess the same. I'm not familiar with them. 18 big blinds today. Have you played with them online or any recognition of this name?
No.
All right, we'll move on. There's some we definitely do know, so we'll see here. Maritanak, 1985, first appearance, 296K in GG earnings, has got 18 blinds, and these are always interesting. When someone is so unknown, it's so new, you just don't know how the bright lights are going to go. Are they going to just kind of try to ladder, which is very reasonable, right? You have 18 blinds, there's very tight, you want to make some pay jumps, or do they go for it? So what typically would you guess? They probably are on the tighter side here, just trying to use the ICM and ladder. I mean, it makes sense, right? For someone who's not.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see though. That's where they can really leverage and maybe get a little bit of EV if they're willing to take a risk or do something that players don't expect. So let's see how that plays out. But very cool first appearance. Big luck to Marinac in 1985. And our next player is Dante Fernandez. I'm in Brazil every week. Brazil and Austria. They get it's like almost like a auto pass they get here. They're just in the tournament. There's a lot of Brazilians. Doesn't have much. That's actually one of the biggest disparities I've seen in GG earnings to GGMillion earnings. 9.6 to 32, only 12 appearances. What a spot for Dante Fernandez. Are you familiar with Dante?
I know him a little bit, but not too well.
Okay, so we'll see. And also, did take down the live 10K PLO. I will be there. I'll be playing that 10K PLO at the Paradise this year. I love PLO, and it looks like he's got a wide range of not just No Limit, but also other games. And do want to take a minute to welcome everyone. Let us know where you're watching from. Please hit the subscribe button, thumbs up. We got giveaways for you today, and we are going to have a lot of fun also on X. If you retweet my Jeff Gross Poker Twitter, we're going to give away 50 cash to someone. Guess who wins and retweet. So I'll tell you more about that in a bit. But as for now, let's go ahead and look at, I think, do we get to see a hand? Is he in? No, we'll see the top 3 stacks. So Little Poppy, don't know about him. 257, also brand new, never appeared. Top 3 stack, 35 blinds, and a at the live event got 5th for 104K at the APT just now in 2025. So in good form, and what a spot for Little Poppy. I guess don't know him, I would imagine. I've never played it on here. So mystery guy, and I think we'll get to see a hand from Little Poppy. Maybe tell us a little bit about his game as you see Queen 4 off in the big blind, 5 million chips, and pretty healthy here. There is a lot of chips on this table, as we see Barack covering Dante with basically the same stack, and then one player with double his stack. So let's see how this hand plays out. And that's Badziakowski. Queen 4 off, Fedor. What could he? What? So I guess this will go blind on blind. This is not much, or button open. Someone open and probably just defend out. He goes multi-way. You never know though. Little Poppy has got some game. Let's see what he's coming up with here with the difficult hand. Okay, so there we go. Blind on blind. Queen 4. He's got some. What's that? 30 bigs, 5 million. 4.8 is 30. So a little over 30 blinds. Does check back. You like the check back?
So good.
You like the check back? It seems fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hand you can isolate, but check is fine.
Yeah, especially when you flop the missionary top and bottom. Doesn't raise here, and he is going to get a deuce turn. Do you like the non-raise? Do you like to kind of let your opponent keep the bluffs in? But it's a very strong flop, blind on blind there.
That's right. I mean, I think call is fine against the Brazilian. Let him cook.
Let him do his thing. Let him get in the cozinha and do his cooking. So he is going to check, and I just called a bet on the flop, and now he is taking the lead in the hand, rightfully so, in check 2. Very strong holding here, 2 pair on the Queen 8-4 deuce. Gets the Jack of hearts. So backdoor hearts come in, possibly some 9-10, but I mean, your hand's still very strong here. And you have a heart. Just a little extra bonus, but what do you like size-wise here?
Not too big.
Goes greedy.
It's okay. That's fine, I think.
Okay, so he does go for 1.2. And Dante now in the tank. It's like a long tank. You can saw fast forward on the replay hand here. If you're Dante, I mean, what hand are you starting to look at calling with here as played? If
I mean, you're basically calling against five. I mean, mostly against 5-6, 6-7, 5-7. Obviously, it can also be something like 7-9 of spades or King 5 or whatever.
wow.
So it doesn't really matter, right? Like, you can block value bets basically. You shouldn't block bluffs, so Ace King is similar to Ace Jack or whatever. It is nice if you have a pair, because he should be value betting 2-pair. But yeah, I think it's mostly a question here to not fold too much, and then it's whether you think your opponent's bluffing or not.
For sure. His name's Little Poppy. I think that adds a little bluff possible equity with that name.
I'm not sure. Maybe, does it? Yeah, maybe.
It could. It's a fun name. But anyway, good play, good hand, nice spot. We're going to see both these players at Fontaine. Let's go to our second place contestant here, who is Ari Mueller. 43 appearances, 3 cashes. I mean, this is like get out of Dodge week on GG Millions. People have played a lot, have a chance for a huge score. Hasn't had much cashes. So he is in the red on GG for sure, with 43 appearances, multi possible reentries, and today a huge spot as we see a lot of chips, basically double third. So an excellent situation for Ari Mueller, and going to be interesting on the seat draw here. I would imagine the chip leader goes directly to his left, because this is a super interesting breakout of chips. Let's go ahead and look at a hand from Ari. And are you familiar with Ari at all? Have you played with him live or online?
I am not sure, to be honest. I tried to look up, but I couldn't find a picture, so I'm not too... It's not Ari Miller, right? Because this player I know, but maybe I'm mixing him up. I don't think I've played with Ari Mueller.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not. I also don't believe so myself. So ace-8 off. He's got a very healthy stack, covering by a lot. Opens here. Pretty standard. Let me get up the YouTube chat. I'm on my laptop, guys, so let me try to follow along with the chat. 800 on right now for the pregame. That is a lot. We're going to have a big show today. Please let us know where you're watching from. We got Fedor in the building. 50 million lifetime earnings. And he is going to be calling a fun one with us today as we see ace-8 open. And yeah, I guess the big blind going to be playing. It's a highlight hand. Closing the action. This is pretty deep in the tournament, I imagine. He's got 15 million. The blinds are big. And we see ace-8 flop a middle pair on a 9-6-8 board. If you're Lucy off this stack size, what kind of hands, like what maybe are the population maybe playing a little too much, would you say? Are they making mistakes coming in and completing the big blind, you know, some weakish holdings? What would be your cutoff just off the top of your head there to call the min raise closing action?
I would say like that is the trickiest range of big blinds, you know, when you're 25 bigs deep. I think that's there's a lot of factors here in regards to future game, like stack distribution. It's very difficult to solve, so a lot of it is like brain solving, you know, trying to figure out what the best strategy is. I genuinely think that this is a spot where against a tighter range, against big stack, you're supposed to be pretty tight, just because you're not gaining that much. Like, even if you double, you know, it's not, I mean, it's an advantage, but it's not that crazy of an advantage. Whereas this, there's going to be a lot of like quite a reasonable volume of bets coming your way, and Oh, okay. So picking off the bluff, nice.
Got
Not
an incredible price on the river, but a nice hand there. We get to see with the queen jack suited making that. And tell me about that bluff on the river with that size. I mean, I guess you're just trying to target some sort of ace high or some hand that just doesn't have really anything. But what is do you like that? Do you like that kind of stab that just sort of bet on the river for that size? I guess at some point it's either they gonna call or not. That would you know, like I just do you think you could go a little bit bigger if you're gonna bluff there? Or is it not accomplished too much?
Yeah, I mean, it depends, right? Like, I think there's one thing is theoretical and then it's practical. I think theoretical, you can definitely have small size. I didn't see exactly. Did you see how much in percent he bet on, or how big he bet?
Like 10%. I think he bet 250 into 2.5 roughly.
Okay. Yeah, you might have something like that, but maybe. I mean, these spots are tricky anyway. You will have different sizings, but yeah, I think a small bet logically makes some sense to me, because Ari, he will have some weaker holdings that are pocket pairs or third pair or something like that.
Yeah.
And he will have particularly ace high or king queen, something like that. So a small bet definitely makes sense because those hands will struggle against that type of bet. But
yeah, or even like ace 10, right? What about ace 10 off? Something like that would be
exactly.
Yeah. So there are some hands that he's losing to that he can maybe get a force a fold from even for that price. Okay, makes sense. All right, let's go to our chip leader today, and it is quite a leader. This is not just any chip lead. This is a dominant chip lead. I've never seen it like this, actually. This is insane, and he is one of the more experienced players. Only 2 players today have won before on the GG Million, so that is going to maybe come into play. 3 final tables, 2 wins. Let's see if he can make it another one. 71 appearances, got a very nice career here online in 166 big blinds. Also took second in Montenegro for the 1.28 million. Not sure which event that was, and he's all-time moneyless in Serbia, number 2. How much experience do you have with Velosevic?
Yeah, quite some. I played quite a bit against him.
Nice. Well, let's see a hand he played. We'll get one more into your archive, into you can tuck this one in. We're going to see another hand here with ace deuce suited. You'll have this to go full ring here. It is 8-handed, and he is in the chip lead of the table as he was to come into the final table here. So let's see what he comes with the ace deuce suited, and he is just going to come out and put the pressure on right away. 3-bet. Fairly, that's a big size. 3x, full 3x, ace deuce suited, and attacking the under the gun +1, who has a lot of chips as well. Okay.
Small bet, I guess.
Yep, 2.2 in the middle. Maybe goes for 5. Yeah, quarter pot. Gets snap called. That's a nice. I mean, listen, if you're going to be aggressive and just go in there, that's an absurd turn. The deuce pairs his trips. He effectively has the nuts, loses to queens and 8, pocket queens, pocket 8s only. Right now, I guess. Yeah,
I mean, now you will just see half. It's like.
Yep, and that's one of the not super attractive rivers as the diamond comes, but maybe as played, he's still feeling pretty good. It's 4.4 in the stack. It's less than what's in the pot. And does he go ahead and just ask for it all here? He does, and gets called by ace queen. So a
snap as well.
Yeah, gets snap called there, and that is a pretty nice pot. And a look at that. Anything about that hand surprise you at any part of that pre-flop, the size or against that range? I mean, is this just fine?
No, I think that's pretty fine.
Yeah, wow. The snap, it is a snap call on the river, so much so that it left us some extra time on the clock for this hand. But and what do you think about that? Tell me about the call on the river there. You don't have a diamond. You are out of position. Yes, you have top pair, top kicker. I mean, you're beating.
I mean, it's
a lot of chips.
It's not a lovely spot. Let's say it like this. You know, it's one of those spots where I mean, of course, he snap calls all his flush draws. And yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a, it's not like he has, depends what he defends, right? But like the sizing pre-flop is like, it's kind of, you're not gonna defend 10-8 of diamonds or whatever. Even 8-9 of diamonds is probably already a fold. So it's not like you have all these suited connectors, but nevertheless, it's he will have quite some ace-x of diamonds. And King Jack, I guess you continue on the turn. But it's mostly just a nasty runout. What are you supposed to do, right? Like Ace Queen is still a very good hand to have, and sometimes it's just a bad runout.
Velasquez would probably, if he 3-bet the King Queen off, something like that, and then got to the river, though, he probably checked that back, right?
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, like, that's kind of like the interesting, you start thinking what bluffs or what is he going to, what hand is he going to fall through with? I guess that's those like kind of hands like Ace Jack off or Ace 10 off or King Jack off with 1 diamond. But other than that, I mean, yeah, if you start looking at the value to bluffs, I don't know. Maybe you have to. You think you'd find a fold there probably with the Ace Queen suited?
I mean, it's probably it has to be hands like Ace King with 1 diamond. Something like this is like always. But you don't necessarily. It's one of those spots where you don't necessarily want to bet it on the turn, or you don't have to bet it on the turn, and then you. But if you bet it, you always bluff it on the river. One of these spots. So it's nice to have the Ace of Diamonds on the river, but you don't really need to bet it on the turn. So yeah, it's like
very cool hand, interesting hand, and I'm going to see how he got so catapulted into a massive chip lead. That was 15 million, puts him at 22 million, just to give an idea of where everyone is at that moment in the tournament. Just an absolute crushing spot. And here we go. Look at this, Fedor, 1.68 to 1. That is a tough wager to make. I'm fading. I'm fadoring the chip leader. Yes, I'm going to fade it. I am going to get out of that and bet on the field a bit and take some long odds across the board. So I actually did it. I'm in Brazil. I did do the in-game client betting. You guys can do that if you're in a place that did it. I flicked in a few different ones, and I'll let you. I don't even know if I can. How about this? Let's play this game. I'll let you go first. You're the guest. But DV's off the table. We're just not going to be, he's not part of the selection process. So you can pick any of the other 100 units, 3 picks, break it up into units, and you get to pick first. And DV is just going to be off the board.
It is quite a, I don't know if this is weird, but every time we played this game, I was like, why do we bet units? Because in the end, there's one winner, right? But
listen, do you want me to tell you why we do it?
Yes, please.
Because I want us to, because it's fun to see, and we're sort of mocking if you were to bet. I'm kind of saying to the audience, if you want to have 100 units, and this is giving you a look into how that would make sense, because obviously if you have 100 units, you don't want to bet, 30 units on Ari, right? Because you would only make 120 or 20 units or whatever. It wouldn't make sense to bet. So like, I'm just giving you a little bit of a perspective if you want to bet how you could make it to make sense. That's all.
Because you wouldn't believe how long I thought about like, what?
Fedor, come on, man. You couldn't get there on that? This is for the people. This
isn't
about...
I kind of, But it's like, okay, I will put a half on Ari.
Half on Ari, smart man. That's a good pick. I'm gonna put 40 on Dante, the Brazilian.
Good pick. I'll take 25 on Clemens.
Okay, I'll take 30 on Barack.
Oh, damn.
I'm one step ahead of you, baby. I'm locked in. I've been in commentary every day.
Really are. Okay.
I'm zoned.
Then the other 25 on my little puppy.
Little Poppy, all right, that's what I was gonna take. I'm gonna go with Let's Roll. I love the name, and I'm rolling with you for 30. Those are my picks. If you are somewhere, again, this is each week you can bet it in the client. Fedor and I have a dinner on it. I don't know, Fedor, you're not coming to the Bahamas, but there are some tokens.
You owe me about a gazillion dinners.
Is it a gazillion? I had it at almost a gazillion, but we'll do a big dinner. You can bring your
It's like I can
plus
bring my whole
ones and
family
yeah,
if
you
I
can bring whoever you want. I got you. You've put on some good hours here, and we are gonna take you to a 5-minute break. We're gonna come back, see a huge seat selection. This is gonna be a massive final table, and I can't wait. We'll see you right after the break. All right, welcome back, everyone. It is that time. We are going to see the seat draw as Fedor Holz joins me. This is the exciting time of the tournament. Fedor, I ask you every time, but we have some new people here, and maybe you could give us a little bit of insight on what strategy there is on this section, because this is not normal. This is GG does it the best software, best tournaments, all the best, including this nuance, which I've never seen online, where there's a seat draw, actually live either. I think they do it for the GGMillion live edition. But tell me about what you can do as a short stack and what you want to do as one of the bigger stacks when the seat assignment comes here for the draw.
Well, I mean, every time you get me with that question, it is so difficult to answer, because actually the solution is probably really, really complicated. It's not like this, oh, you just got to do this, you know. It's like actually very complicated because of what the optimal spot to take is based on, but it's also not a huge difference. So it's like, you know, one of those things where you can overcomplicate it too. Position is probably the most important one. So it's a bit like you pick, you try to get position on the player where it's the best for you to have position on. So, so for Danilo, for example, he always wants position on Ari, just because it's so important for him to handcuff him. And so that's mainly wherever Ari, so Ari can put himself in on the button, and Danilo's always going to take small blind or big blind. So.
Got it. All right, there you go. There you have it. We get the questions. If Fedor doesn't have to solve, I don't know who does. Again, there is some bit of luck in that in the multiple capacities, especially if you're short. You try to get a seat you want, but people move around. So let's take a look at that process. We're going to go dive into the final table. We will see a winner today. There's no deal making available on the GG Millions, and it is going to be a big one today. 1,393,000 going to first. Top two will take $1 million, as we will see the winner crowned today. Only two people at this table have titles. I think the shortest stack has 2 titles, and the chip leader has 2 titles. So we might see a new winner today as well, as we do get that table queued up for you. I'll give everyone a moment to let us know where they're watching from. I did see a question about Germany. This is not a Germany jersey. This is AS Roma, who's actually, they're leading Serie A after 12 games. No big deal. That's the one team I really support, and I am I've been watching. I hope we got some fans out there. There's been some crazy games. Who's your team, Fedor? Do you have one in Germany you support, or anywhere else in the world in particular?
No, not really anymore. I mean, since I started playing poker, I stopped watching soccer. So
you always have the answers that break my heart. That you know how you get to be the world's best. You don't follow teams. You're not watching games. You're studying. You're playing, and that's how you're the best. You say it without saying it, Fedor. Fair enough, no problem. But who was your old team? Who was the one you used to love before you became the world's?
I used to love Dortmund.
Okay.
And now, actually, I really enjoy watching Bayern. I think play style wise, I think they just bring really, like, it's just so nice to watch, in my opinion. So yeah, I love watching Bayern.
Great team. What's up?
I think Liverpool is also a really nice team to watch.
Yeah, they're on a little bit of a cold streak. I think they lost 5 games in a row or something for the first time ever, but that's, that happens, right? You can bust 5 tournaments in a row, be the best player in the world. Things happen, variance happens. It's a part of life. As I see a lot of people in the chat giving shout outs. What's up? Big L.I. Poker, good to see you, says hi to me and you. And also I see Ian Sheriffs, a lot of people in there. Please, I am keeping an eye on the chat. We got over 1,000 on. We haven't even got the cards in the air. Always brings the heat when Fedor's here. And this is a special edition GG Millions. It's GG Millions week, where we will see, again, top 2 making over $1 million from a 10K. Pretty crazy on a Tuesday. Online poker is alive and well, as we do see some of the seats shuffling. Here we go. Our chip leader, is he just going to plop right to left? All right, no waiting, no hesitation. That is tough. And this is going to be, again, DV versus the world, we'll call the theme of today. And actually Dante with the nice seat, 5 million. And I got to say, Fedor, this is a pretty unique situation. You see the payouts again flash up there in the lower left of your screen. Any pay jumps particularly you think are going to be interesting, or that kind of shoot up? Do you see anything here that looks abnormal, or that you'd want to keep your eye on in terms of like a bigger jump or something to be aware of?
Yeah, it just seems like the jump from second to first seems the biggest. So let's keep an eye on that.
Well, DV, hey, I'll tell you what, I bet on most players at the table other than him, even though, again, mad respect to this guy. That's a good start. This is a good start that the short stack is either gonna, he's not gonna be calling this one off. So that is that instant one. Barak gets knocked out hand one. DV chips up. People tighten up now. He's going for, it looks like close to, what would be your guess on percentage open of hands in most spots? I mean, he's opening 3-9 suited there.
40, 50, depends.
Yep.
Yeah, he might play 40 VPIP, something like that. I mean, it's still 9-handed, so I mean, it changes when it gets a bit shorter, but yeah.
Yeah, so here we see Clemens, the Austrian man. He's got a Austrian flag. We don't know. I don't know if he's actually from there, but he is going to get a spot where he's
German or Austrian. I actually don't know where he was born.
Yeah, it's always, I kind of just clump them together, and obviously we know that Austrian is, so he is actually Austrian. He is rocking the flag, and he is gonna get a bit of an unfortunate flop there. He had a chance to get a good flop and could have picked up some chips, as he does whiff, and that is going to be it. And yes, I've been in Brazil for about a week. That's right. The BSOP, I appreciate it. It's been fun. Did a lot of commentary. They had their first ever super high roller series. They had a 500K Brazilian Real tournament. Martin Cabral was animated and found himself at a few features, and I think he actually won 150K Brazilian Real. It's roughly $5 to $1. So he was here and making his presence felt as Brock drops a GIF in there. As we see it keep on going, 10-7 off. DV looks, he's paying to fold. He wants to open everything. And Dante Fernandez with the ace-3 suited, he actually realizing maybe not a hand in this situation you want to open so often, but it's hard to find opens, right? It's got DV is going to act first, and suited ace, he does go ahead and get a important open and takedown there.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that. But, there might be a clash here.
Yeah, little Poppy with the jacks. And I mean, his stack actually is one of the most uncomfortable to get in, right? There's so many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shorter stacks than him. You got jacks. It's under the gun from DV. And then there's people behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4 more to act. And we actually see tier 1 ace king suited. Let's roll. If his name is indicative of anything, how he plays, this is probably not going to be a fold, but I'll tell you what, that's an intense spot for let's roll. Under the gun, min raise. It is the chip leader. We know it's going to be wide, but that is not likely a super light hand with the 1.5 mil. What do you like here, Fedor? This is a big spot.
Man, you're in. It's ace king suited. I have the feeling little Papi is on the tighter side, which sucks, but I still feel like ace king suited is just
this 1.3 million to first, Fedor. You go out right now and you get literally, this is when Let's Roll woke up, he said, this is actually what he was, a nightmare. There's a under the gun raise, a 3-bet from a tighter guy. I'm right. Look at how tight all these stacks are. We're rolling the dice, and little Poppy might deliver a knockout blow or flip-flop stacks. I don't think he's going to fold.
Maybe he folds.
Love this. He might. He might. I mean, he knows that's not 2 10s.
Yeah. It's queens plus ace king probably.
Little Poppy might bin this one. He is covering. It's 2.5 in a lot, but he's risking 2.5 to win about 10 mil, 9+. It's a pretty insane price.
I mean,
and look at DV. DV puts the emoji like, look, man. Okay, we're rolling. We are rolling. Big flip. Let's Roll is rolling it in. 10 mil in the middle. What a start here. This is a big moment for everyone involved. A jack high flop, and Let's Roll needs so. Oh, hello. There's always a chance. Needs a spade. It's not a 4-jack. No, not going to get that runner. And that is a GG and a much welcome sight to everyone here that sees a pay jump for those shorter stacks, as we will get off to a fast start and a
my
knockout.
guy knocked yours out.
That's tough. You got little Poppy, and he did it. And he's getting back-to-back jacks, and he's actually going to be against a real hand in the big blind here.
He should have probably elected for slightly larger open, but...
And Clemens does get rid of it, and Vela's DV here. Let's see how he proceeds. Just call and top 8. Listen, I'll tell you who had a good whatever they had for breakfast. He's flopped top set with jacks at the final table, back-to-back hands. That is not easy to do. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he should have checked the flop.
And GTO Wizard is telling us what they recommend. That is a big part of the show. We'll see that frequently, and we're going to see now to either check or go mid. He does check and going to probably actually get an extra bet out potentially here where King Queen may want to bluff this. I think that is a pretty reasonable situation. You have King High, expect your opponent to have a lot of ace highs, checks back turn, and that is going to be wow, it says to raise large. Let's see if he will raise or just call. I mean, you do lose to two straights. It's pretty unlikely. You have such a great hand here. I think you do have to raise.
You have to raise for sure.
Yeah, maybe to 7 million, 6 million.
I mean, it's basically, if you're raising there, it's normally always pocket nines. But, yeah.
All right. Well, Little Poppy is on his way. He's actually cut the deficit, and all of a sudden, DV, not the dream start, but still, he's fine. Hasn't really gotten to warm up. We haven't even been in orbit in 1.6 thousand people watching right now. Great to have you. Please hit the thumbs up, be subscribed. There is going to be three $50 GG tournament tickets that we'll give away with keywords at the end of the stream. Must be doing those two things to be eligible, so you can go ahead and get ahead of that. And also on Twitter, or X, if you will. If you want to retweet my pinned tweet, Jeff Gross Poker, you can retweet that, and I will give $50. I'm going to make it 100 cash today. Why not? 100 cash. It's a big show. Fedor's involved. Fedor, we might even get the Fedor retweet. We're having a big day, Fedor. You're eligible for that $100 too. Let's get you involved over there. Let's get you in for 100. You're getting married. You're gonna have expenses coming up, man. Don't tell me you don't want a free chance at 100.
Yeah, especially if people don't keep paying their bets. You know, it's tough out there.
There you go. It is not easy. I'll tell you that. That's exactly right. As we see the payouts, huge payouts today. We're already 8-handed. Everyone guaranteed 228,000. Ace Jack suited. I'm excited for the 60K. I hate to say it, Fedor, I'm kind of excited you're not there. I think my percent chance to win up some amount. I don't know how much, and that is one I want all the advantages possible. They have a sick promo too. If you cash the main, you get an extra 25K. So I got an email saying, since I cashed the World Series main event this year, that you get that, which is crazy, right? Crazy. That's a nice little, just shooter, little juice.
It's crazy. It's basically, if you cash the WCP main, you're forced to go to the house.
You should, yeah, of course. And Ace Jack suited here. Ari Muller with a real hand, and I mean, you can't love calling this off. You're going to be dominated Ace Queen, Ace King here. There's flipping is a likely scenario. Doubt the Ace 4 suited makes it in that spot to try to take you off a hand like that. And mystery hand right away. Why not? Let's get into it. Let's see. We got Fedor here, a Little Poppy with the 7-10. This could be a DV Little Poppy
opening. Come on. Yeah, and now let's see.
So just immediately okay, so we're here. Is this a hand? I would think this might be one to just bin. You're against the chip leader. You're in second. It just feels like to get out of the way. We see that won't be the case.
It is fine to defend pre-flop because now you're so deep that you can basically be, quite select for post-flop. It's more when you're, 30 big blinds and shorter, particularly like 20 big blinds, 15 big blinds. That's when you're forced to stack off. Otherwise, your equity realization is so bad, right? Like if you always call fold your second pairs or whatever, it's just really bad. So the value of these weaker hands goes down much more in these handcuffed situations. And he elects to check min raise the 10-7 against a larger bet on the flop. And now he's in the... Okay. I mean... for Danilo, it can still be a lot of stuff, right? It can be a 10, it can be King Jack, King Queen type of stuff. It can be Jacks plus. It can be some Uber nuts, right? It can be 9s, 10s, but really not nice with 7-10 off there. that's why you should not check raise the flop there.
This seems crazy. I would probably, yeah, okay, I get calling pre, but to check raise that weak holding seems nuts. That does seem crazy to inflate the pot here. I mean, again, you're right. I think my guess is DV has like king jack here. Would just be the guess I have. But let's see. You never know. I mean, the guy's allowed to get hands too. He does have hands. It just feels like, let's see what he comes with. He does block boats. Probably doesn't play a 9 this way though, right? DV. So that's kind of the problem. Like,
I mean, the interesting thing is, right? Like, little Papi has to have something, right? It's like, does he check raise queen jack and then check call turn? No, it's like, so he has, most likely he has a 10 in most cases.
Right. It's saying to bet 100% there from, or on the, actually, did it say check 100?
Check,
I thought it
said check, yeah. It said check.
Oh, wow.
So I think it's one of those spots where little Papi has almost always a 10. And for Danilo, it's like you can quite easily value bet your jacks plus
like
or whatever.
Ace 4 here.
No, he doesn't have ace 4. He would be much greedier with ace 4.
You think so?
Yeah, I think on the turn he would be greedier with ace 4. But maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like...
But so what's your prediction for DV here? You think he's bluffing or value bet?
It's a good question.
It's interesting it said check 100% though. That kind of gives us some...
I mean, it might have just been a give up, right? It might just be a 2 overcards give up.
Yeah. King jack was my original thought on this whole hand, but now I don't. I'm lost, and little Papi's got my head spinning.
I think he might just have queens, and it's not good enough for the solver to value bet. Maybe it's crazy. I mean, this solution is not right. It's
yeah. There you go. Locked in. Queens for value, king jack bluffing, and that is a big step for DV. And 10-7 just kind of had a nightmare hand there as DV is officially on a runaway train. That was bad. I mean, his projection to win now is in a new spot. 8-handed, he's chipped up. He just took a leg out. Little Papi had 10 million more a minute ago, and now it is dangerous. And these guys, Dante and Lucy, I mean, honestly, Dante looks like he's willing to tango, but not with that one. Ace-6 suited. Again, there's some very short stacks, and this is uncomfortable for the 6 mil stack too. Ace-queen off.
Just, I feel like, sure, it's uncomfortable, but it's like...
Gotta shove, right?
DV is opening so wide. It's like, what is he doing, right? Like, how he's not gonna... I mean, you're just gonna get folds 80% of the time. It's fine. It's not... you're fine. Okay. Let's see now if Ari calls that, because it's only 8 big blinds. He has some incentive to call wider, to not keep shorties alive, but yeah, I think he's supposed to call this. It's not fun, but he has like 30%. He needs 30%. He probably has roughly that, so...
Does flop well. Let's see if we get a sweat or a change of things. Not really. He needs 6 outs, 1 to come, or we will have another elimination. Queen 9 suited. Yes, we'll hold. And that is going to be a get there and hold. And Clemens says, good game. He's going to be happy with the result, although that was a huge equity pot. Like, he wins that one.
I'm not sure if he's that happy.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not. He's happy. I mean, it's a good result. It's a nice final table. He was short stacked. That would have been a fun one to win, though. Would have put him right in the mix and jumped Barak, as Barak now is much shorter. And DV may just really, what his odds now, it's changed. Blinds are up. It's going well for him after a slightly shaky-ish start. That was a big one. And Fedor got the queen's call right on there, as he did in the mystery hand to have queens, and did get the value there. As Barak with 10-9 suited, 7 bigs. Close. His risk premium the lowest. Here's our guy we were talking about. Here's our mystery guy. Has not played this, and he is going to go for it. 4.6 mil. I mean, huge, big jump, about 100,000 to the next one. He did put on the line. Brock there lingering shorter. 2 4s under the gun now for
Yeah,
Brock.
that is a very unfortunate setup for him, because I think he will shove and fives will call, which is kind of worst case for him.
It's actually super tilting too, right? Because it's going to make it a while, and he's going to think, oh, wow, I'm actually going to get it through, or probably now flipping that best for sure. Instead, it is a 4-1 situation. And Lucy, who is doesn't love it, but fives closing the action. I mean, flipping probably a lot, and I mean ace deuce or ace three suited, or in this case fours, threes, twos, and Brock can't be that selective. I think doing some math, thinking about it, but ultimately I will imagine arrives at a call. Does do it. 5s to 4s. Brock needs help as he is in trouble, and the 5-high flop is going to pretty much seal it. That is it, and that is GG drawing dead. So we're losing people quickly, and it is pretty good news for the remaining 6, as we will see a very healthy 382 awarded to the worst case scenario from now on. I'm my in-client betting is looking dicey right now, Fedor. It's 48 million versus 30. It's roughly chip-wise, roughly even, but 48.
You
can
had
do a
all
lot.
the other guys? You bet everyone else?
No, not everyone, but most. I bet like 5. Yeah. But small. I did a couple, I'm betting, we'll see. My best case scenario is Fernandez and Lucy. Those are my 2 that I would do well with. The other ones I just kind of like Ari. I bet a little. I think I'd break even if he wins. 10s to Jack. Wow, nice spot here, Jacks, and a good flop. Has clubs covered and needs a 10 on the river. 2 outs, 4.5% only. No, and that is a big rush for our guy here, who has got 100% on that hand and has over 10 million, defeating the 10s, and a little setback for DV, but pretty straightforward hand. Wow, you guys are. People says people are trolling. Someone says I look 5 years younger, man. It's probably just because I'm in Brazil. They're eating acai and loving it down here. But that's a nice statement. I feel maybe I'm around Fedor. Your biological age. You're 32 in real life. I feel about 32. I'm 39. But we got nice people in the chat today. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
I
married
feel 30.
Too.
I don't know.
30s. Are you a paddle pro? Are you playing a lot of paddle these days? No.
No.
If you want to live forever, that's a good one to do. Play a racket sport.
I leave that to the others.
Fair enough. Anyone out there wants to wager in paddle in Bahamas? There's some courts over at Albany. I'm happy to play paddle. I'm not a pro. It's 35 over as a senior tour in paddle, and I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about making a jump. I'm really into it. I've played a couple pro-ams. Actually played a $4,000 buy-in pro-am. Got 3rd place like a month ago, and that was some of the most fun I ever had. So it was like some of the best players that ever played paddle, like Juan Martin Diaz, who was #1 for 14 years. I mean, he's older, right? They're like 40, or 45. They would play. Okay, we got a big hand here. Hold that thought on paddle. Just rips it. Ace King suited. He's getting called, and little Poppy and our guy Maritak. Ace King suited feels powerful here for some reason. It just does. It looks dangerous.
I feel like it's coming.
It does feel that way. Queen needs some diamonds. 10.
Yeah, that's for sure coming.
You really feel it? This is crazy. No, little Poppy is gonna hold for 17 mil, and that is that is a big pot. And Maritak, that's a nasty one to get Ace King suited there.
Yeah.
Very nasty, as he is going to be short stacked, and him and Dante are kind of battling as a shorts. But yeah, I played in this pro-am, and it was like a 4K buy-in, got 3rd place, felt good.
Wait, so you're very good then?
I play good. I think I play good, but it's like poker. It's like saying you play good in a home game and then getting out there into the Tritons. Like, it's tough, right? It's like when you meet someone who's better than you, right away. So it's hard to say. I would say I'm good for my, friend group, but I don't know about, I actually played with my friend Vasek, who won doubles Wimbledon and is like a very good tennis player. And I thought, like, because he hadn't really played that much paddle, I thought I could battle with him, and I got 6-0'd every game. So it's tough, man. It's a humbling game too. Ace, Jack, King, Queen, and this is going to go in, and this is going to be Little Poppy with the advantage again here, and this is now important. This is for life. We could be five-handed off the rip here. Ace is coming. He needs a ton of help. Not going to be it. This is just a nice showing. That is a sixth place 382 for our first timer over here. Well done to Meritok 1985. That is something to be proud of. And Little Poppy getting hot. He's got about 19 mil as we are five-handed, and this is going fast, Fedor. This is rapid.
Yes.
King 10 going to shove, and we will continue. It looks like five-handed. Yeah, that was a snap full. He's got the emojis going. Looks like with Djokovic.
Joker. Trying to channel the poker Joker. Maybe he thinks he's the poker Joker. Who knows?
Yeah, he's. I guess he's from the same country, right? Looks like Serbia, so he's repping his guy there. We have got 2,200 on. Thank you guys and girls for watching. Got some legends in the chat, some first timers I see, and also a lot of people. Yeah. We're rolling. We are absolutely rolling. This could be a record, I think, and unfortunately, it might for my betting. I think I might have picked a bad day to fade DV. He's got 44 mil, and he is in good shape, short-handed. They're very deep all of a sudden. Queen Jack, King 3. Gonna raise. And Ari definitely with a playable hand here.
Yeah. Call and see a flop.
All right, King 3, Queen Jack. As many times the case, no limit hold'em. No one makes a pair. King high in the lead still. Queen Jack, no one with the club even. And he will check it over.
Yeah.
Gonna come out betting.
I like that.
Picks it up. Nice hand for Ari. As we will keep it going here. Five-handed, King 7 suited under the gun. And Dante Fernandez is, does he want to get a min raise or a raise off this stack or a shove? What's he got? 3.6. He is going to raise. I like the King 7 suited raise here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
King 10 suited now.
I think fold is still the better choice, probably.
With King 7 suited?
Yeah, I mean, Danilo is going to defend the big blind so wide, and I mean, it is fine. It is fine. I just think also there's a decent chance of people. It's like one extra value is basically, if you open raise, it's much less likely other people are colliding, right? Like setup value of like wider ranges. So obviously now button and small blind are quite deep with Danilo, but it's just that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't take these lower boundary open raises. Unless I think it's very clearly making EV, which it probably is. So, I mean, it's not like, it's never a mistake, I think, but it's definitely pretty close, I think.
Ace 4 suited, Ace 4 off, and gonna pick it up. All working for DV. Gets it done as... Yeah, he's in a good spot. We got the super short stack here. No one has really gotten too big with other than DVR and Little Poppy have 17 each, and then I mean, we could literally be doing giveaways here soon. Four-handed, we will do the queue up the first giveaway as we are still blind on blind again. Little Poppy and Mueller, king high in the lead this time. Okay. See a check. Jack pairs on the turn. king high with a flush draw checks back, and actually king high on the river going to be good as played. He'll probably be happy to check back. It is actually
you can value bet.
Yeah.
Because most players value bet ace x almost entirely. And if you, which most players don't trap there,
right,
3 streets, then you can just auto value bet anything, any king for sure.
And ace 10 suited here, 2 6s, but 6s gonna have a, with players behind, it's 3 point, it's 10 blinds.
Yeah.
Ace 10 suited gonna survive. What would be the cutoff there for Lucy, would in your mind to call? It's getting close at like 8s, 7s.
I mean, like 9's always, 8's close, 7's fold, I guess. But it's pretty close. Against direct competition, he had like a little under 11, right? So yeah, I think, I mean, I definitely call 8s, and then it's like 7s, so it's like 7s is close. I think 6s always fold, 7s close, 8s call, something like that.
Ace queen, best hand, best position, best stack, picks it up, pretty straightforward. And a queen jack suit in the big blind. DV gonna open the 7-8 off, relentless here. And little Poppy, we know, is playing, and he is flopping well. Let's see if DV can get a little out of line here. Expect a small bet. There it comes. And queen jack, does he want to call or check raise? Just calls. Makes sense. Not really any draws there. And the 7-8 shut it down. Whoa, not going to shut it down. And this is nice for Poppy. He's got 100% to win this hand, and I don't see a river in the world where he would fold unless it was a heart and DV shoved or something, which doubt that's a line that would ever happen. So I think this is going to just be pick it up. And little Poppy actually probably slightly concerned. You got to feel great, but like he did just bet 2 million, sets up this is a big pot all of a sudden on the river.
Yeah.
And that card, you know, if you think your opponent doesn't ever have a jack, I guess, like, why couldn't he though? He definitely has the suited jack. So let's see if DV does wave the white flag.
Yeah, I think especially against with the hand before, right? Like if you see the 10-7 off, like in that particular spot, I think it's just not the spot.
All right, 2 ducks coming in. Ari closing action, king jack off. Should be taking us to a flop here. And wow, the deuce comes. No club for king jack. It's saying unblocking ace, unblocking a queen. Flush draws here. He does go mid.
B60, yeah. I like that. And I think fold is correct here. Okay.
Does call. It's a million chips he'll never see again, most likely, because 2 flush draws, ace and a queen out there, and he's going to go big now. Yeah, a lot of draws.
Yeah.
Nice to flop a set. It's got to feel good at the final table. He's running pretty well. He's getting some pretty good hands. Goes pot here, and that is going to end that hand. And we will go 175, 350, and 15 hands blinds will be up. So again, going pretty quickly here. And these are some real hands. Ace King suited, Jack 10 suited, and 4s. Be curious what little Poppy does with Jack 10 suited. He's going to snap fold.
Wow. That I didn't expect.
Queen nine's gonna call, and Jack 10 suited gets out of the way, saves some chips. Ace king flops super well here. Top pair, top kicker, ace deuce eight, 2 diamonds. Queen nine has a diamond, but
yeah, I mean it is a quite. If you bluff something, it's these type of hands, but
oh, and guess what? Nines when
yeah,
Ari opens, if he, well, I was gonna say DV's been shoving here, and that would have been a pretty interesting spot. And either way, though, he's gonna get the, what's this, 10 blinds though? So he's just gonna pick it up. I mean, ace four off knows that there's gonna be some jack queens and king queen, king jack, king even here, but still, it's not a calling hand. That's your best case. Okay. Jack 10 suited. Imagine he can do a variety of things, but he is going to rip it. That makes sense. And ace, a lot of aces out here. Ace 6, ace 7, ace 10. DV will be playing, and little Poppy also will be playing. So this is one of those ones where you can get outplayed, but also could have a good situation if an ace flops, neither one pairs. And this is where DV gets to create some separation and gets to put pressure if he wants to, but he does check back. So he has an ace high, and now he's open-ended, and ace 10 is sort of guessing. And he's going to check back. Ace 10 has the best hand, 1.8 in the middle. If he's able to show this down. And he does, so okay. All right, 21 million for little Pop. He got himself about 50% of the stack from DV.
My man.
You got him. You got some good picks here. Ace 7.
Did I have Ari? Do I have Ari as well? I don't remember.
I have Dante. I had Barack.
I had Clement, little Poppy, and Ari, I think, right?
You did, yeah. You picked first, Ari.
Yeah. So my boys. Jeff, you can learn a trick or two from.
You're the only one that has my number on here. I literally, I'm getting dinner credits. I put that in my balance sheet at the end of the year. I'm picking up dinners, but you have got me pretty good. Not over though. Dante, I'm in Brazil. I'm feeling a little run. It could even start here with the ace 5 suited, hitting the straight flush versus ace jack, and get back in the game. Otherwise, am I out? That would be crazy that you have. I'm just out potentially. It's actually kind of wild.
Yeah.
It's a beatdown. And 1.89. So he clicks it on him. Dante's been opening pretty wide here. This is actually a very nice hand, although it's not really fun to use this as a 4-bet jam when you don't have essentially fold equity.
Yeah.
And get out of the way. Okay. Still 5-handed. Be ready for that giveaway. 2,400 watching again. 4-handed will give you the first keyword and get it rolling. On X, I gotta get the link. Let me do them. I'm sorry, I have to do it from my phone because I can't log in on my computer for some reason. Get that for you guys. All right, already 20 of you retweeted that, so that is going to be a $100 cash giveaway. Give that to you in whichever method you want. That's not GG. You don't need a GG account to do that. You just need to be on X and retweet it. And then again, here, if you don't have a GG account, you can gift it to a friend, use their username, give it to them, split it with them, whatever you want to do. You all should be entering that, and that is getting close as ace, queen, and 5-3. This has got now potential for a big pop, but 5 high. Going to check. Ace, queen turns into top pair, top kicker. Probably go pretty big.
Yeah.
Like 1.5, yeah, 1.4. Okay. And 5-3 high, you're drawing, the 7 doesn't make you the nuts. Although I think you could figure that's good with how played that he would bet the flop if he had some sort of gut shot. But 5-3, it's not super appealing. You need to hit a deuce, a 7, 5 or 3. You can't necessarily think are good now.
Disciplined.
No days.
Disciplined
Oh, Maria
later.
Ho. Maria Ho in the chat. What's up, Maria? No days off. That's right. We're commentary every day. I've been on the mic with Maria. We've had a fun time in Brazil. She was doing it remotely, but I am here. So big shout out to Maria Ho, the Game of Gold winner. You guys competed on there. Maria got it done though. She picked up that 456K, and she is in the streets here. So good to see her again as Jax. I mean, he's had little poppies at 3 for 3 with Jax potentially here.
Yeah.
He can win this one, and that's a great flop for Jax. Ace 5 with the heart, Jack.
Yeah.
And no over, and a guy that's willing to put pressure on as well.
It was a steep payout structure for Game of Gold.
Yep. What place did you finish? I watched it. I forgot. Did you get like through the first
third,
couple rounds?
I think.
Okay.
I actually don't remember. Was it Jungle against Maria heads up or something?
Jungle,
and I
yeah.
finished third.
Yep.
I don't think so. But I mean, it was kind of like second, third, fourth, whatever.
All right, Jax Pickett to 22 million. So it is officially, if he doubled, he would be, he's got about a little less than half of, or I'm sorry, a little more than half of DV as King 4 is 6-9. Ari probably not going to want to be defending.
Yeah.
Maria Ho. People are out there. 2,500. We had a poll actually. Who had a tougher childhood on the playground? Maria Ho, Jeff Gross, 2 tough names as a 4 to 7-year-old. You got a lot of name calling on the street, or Martin Cabral. Who had a wilder childhood on the playground. Yeah, Cabral he's a lot. I'll tell you what, Cabral is a lot, man. I was like, oh, this is spicy. Got kings on 6s, blind on blind.
Did you have him on the show, or?
He did come on at one point. That was before the super drama, and then he wanted to come on after, and then they didn't want him on for to go over everything, and then I had to talk. It was like Brian, me and him had a talk. Wow.
What?
Ari's gonna step into it. Gonna step into it here, and DV.
Click it. 7.7.
What is this guy doing? Wow.
7.7. I mean, that is insane.
This is a nuts hand.
That is insane.
7.7, he does it, and Ari can't breathe right now. I'll tell you what, if you need a call, they give you IVs or oxygen. That is tough. That's a tough moment there. Ari's still though in comfortable third, and you see the payouts are massive right now. So the next jump is almost close to 200,000.
Yeah.
Close to 200,000.
Yeah.
Ace King suited here. And Fernandez needs help. He is super short. 350K big blind. Blinds are up in 4 hands. And this is going to be a fast day for a few reasons. When it goes down to 5 4-handed quickly, just the blinds move up so much faster than when it's 8-handed. So that's one thing. So we're going to instantly start just climbing blinds. And all of a sudden, if we lose a short stack or the 2 short stacks, we could be 3-handed here quickly. But obviously, no guarantee. Jack 9, little poppy going to open up. Ari just gave up some chips. Does he want to 3-bet one that is probably pretty good spot to 3-bet? Little poppy, I would think, is opening semi-wide, although DV's button. And Ari's deciding he is going to do it. Yeah, Dante is a bit card dead, but he has done a good job. I mean, it was very tight at the stack, so he's already gotten 5th place locked up. Ace, deuce, ace, 7.
Yeah, that's what sucks. If you don't get hands and the big stack to your right always open raises, it's just not fun. You just want to get your 6 big blinds in, you know?
Yep. Yeah, this is Bahamas. Who's in the Bahamas? Let us know if you will be there. Fedor cannot make this one, but I will be there. I think Maria actually said she couldn't either, which is surprising. But hey, that's what I'm saying. Life stuff happens. Things are for me, it's very easy. It's almost inexcusable to not go. It's like a 20-minute plane
Yeah,
ride. So I will not be missing
you
that. And
have
I do
to.
hope to see you guys there.
It's crazy for us Europeans. It's a crazy trip.
Yeah, but you just get what like direct. You go to Miami though, and then just shoot over, right? But it's still far. You have to
Yeah, but
connect
it's
usually.
still tricky. Also, with the you don't really want to go via the US because right now with the borders they're sometimes pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
So it is actually like a 25-hour trip or something.
25 hours for a 25K that pays
Exactly,
8 million the
it's
first. It's
plus
still
25K extra. Yeah, I mean it's a massive tournament. I would have made it if it was possible,
how, how,
but
how do you feel about the guarantee? Do you think that's going to hit last
I
year just
mean
shy? Basically got 60 million is crazy. That's like 2,400 runners for a 25K.
it's pretty wild. Like I mean, I thought last year was crazy, and this year they decided to do more. I mean, it's
DG doesn't like, they don't like to keep things neutral. They just keep pushing. There's
yeah,
600,000 players on during the WSOP main event in September. I mean, it's just
yeah,
absolutely been crazy. Just literally buys the WSOP 500 million, just pushing,
yeah.
pushing, pushing. And everything is poker right now is definitely exciting,
That's
exciting
right.
time.
That is right.
King six suited. That's got to be enough. He's going to go for it. Jack eight
Yeah.
off for 400K big blind. So 2.2. Yeah, it's too much. Jack seven, first in, take an opportunity. You know it's a big show when Maria Ho's in the chat, just mixing it up with the audience. She's chatting it up and having fun. And this is a fun payout for a 10K, 140 buy-ins, and their ace queen suited now. See if he does go for limp. I wouldn't mind a limp. Basically how he played last time. I would have liked this hand
Yeah.
versus sixes though to play that way. And he does go for the limp, and that's probably going to work for a raise here with this
Yep.
exact hand class.
Now he can do the same.
Yes. Yep. What could have been if he had just called the sixes instead? He did. He's going to get some of those chips back though. 15 million. Will be interesting if Dante can make a run here. If he can get going and get above this hump, he really hasn't had a chance. And I'll tell you what, this folds. If it does fold, king eight off though, Ari is if he does. Okay, so now the queen three. This is a little different than the king three off, and he is going to surf it up. And I think king seven is he's snap calling 6 million. This is important one. This is the ones you remember for the year as the
Yeah.
king seven in the lead, way in the lead. He needs help as king seven is going to get this about 90% of the time. And he is going to hold nice patience from Dante using the Gregos all in just one time. And that is a good time for a one time in this tournament to stay alive and to give yourself a chance with 6 million. All of a sudden 15 bigs. So a little short class, master class from Dante. Chat's cracking me up. We got some fun in here. Some fun people stopping in, and we've had some interesting hands. And right now, Jack four. What does Dante do if he gets a little chips? Does he go for the limp? Is he going to raise it even about the same stack? He's actually covering, so he's going to fold. Okay. He is going to fold, and we will go on five-handed.
Free bet. Oh.
Ace five, jack six out flops the ace. And Jack 6 checks again. Gotta believe you're betting now.
Yeah, for sure. He will just hit him with the half pot again. No? Wow. Wow.
Got remember the commentator bias, but that one did feel like some point to put something in there. 10x ace high. The guy is unlikely going to check to you. I'm actually a little surprised by that, but
that I'm not generally surprised. I think a lot of players check there, but I'm Daniel surprised. You know, he's generally relentless in these spots. Yeah, I mean the only reason for him to check is he felt something was a bit fishy because maybe the snap check on the river, but yeah, I don't know. It felt like interesting that little puppy's not stabbing. But gives it up.
Yep, there's a look. Everyone here guaranteed around $500,000. Going to be 140K pay jump, just give or take, as we will start getting into that 7-figure club top 2. Maria, we got to have you back on the GG Millions, Maria. You've been on before, but we need to get you back in here. We've just done a lot of commentary this week. I'll tell you what, I'm warmed up. I'm ready for the Bahamas. I was doing everyday immersive commentary and not just final tables from the start of some of these tournaments with some of the best Brazilians and other players in the world. So I do feel warmed up. Obviously, like I say, I joke all the time, Fedor. If I make a final table, I think I got to be the favorite. I've seen so many of these high-level final tables, but it's hard to get there. It's hard. You still got to play all the early levels, middle levels, bubbles.
Send me some of your 25K in the Bahamas.
You feeling it? You want a little bit?
Bro,
right. I'll take a little.
You're
take a little Fedor run good.
Locked to final table.
Okay, I wouldn't mind having Fedor on my team as long as I can call. We can do a little study session before the FT. Okay. You got it.
I would even stay up all night and rail.
It might be. It's going to be 8 million to first, I think, because it's 60 mil. Last year it was like 6, probably 8. Yeah. All right. What do I need? How much percent do you need for Fedor coaching during it?
It's in steps, you know. For 1% you get lucky. For 5% I give coaching.
All right, 5%. You got it booked. That's a generous sell because that is you don't have part of the bonus though.
Of course not. I even pay you markup, Jeff. That's how much I believe in you.
Wow, that's meaningful. I'm gonna record that.
A deal on me. Dinner on me. After you have put in your dinner, paid your dinner vouchers that I have from you, I'll take you out to nice dinner here. If you ever make it out to Europe again, if maybe do you come to Montenegro next year?
Yeah. Yes, I
will. You have to stop in Vienna anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I'm coming to Austria this summer. Matter of fact, I am already. I don't know where, but my wife just booked something there. I'll tell you where it is. So maybe if you're there, I think we're going in like June, some part of June.
Next year?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, please let me know. I'm gonna send you my list, favorite restaurants, places to stay. Yeah, of course. Take you out.
Right. Yeah, that's the deal.
Having guests in Vienna.
You're booked for 5%, and we're rocking. We're fully engaged and ready to go. This is exciting. I think there is a good chance he's cooled off a little bit here, but he's still wow.
He's
look
locked
at this
in.
guy gets kings. He's locked in.
It's a grind. You can't finish it in an hour. You know, you gotta.
That's true. Well, if you're Michael Mizrachi, you can. He said it. Yeah. He said an hour. He said if this takes more than an hour, I'll be surprised. And he did it. I think he finished the final day in 1 hour as we see kings for Little Poppy. Is there a chance that DB wants to 4-bet, or he probably doesn't think there's many bluffs here at this stage?
Let's see how big Little Poppy goes, but I mean,
oh wow, he went real big.
I feel it's one of those players. A, you're not sure how many bluffs there are, but B, he didn't feel like he wanted to give up much, right? And against this type of profile, I just reduce these type of bluff. You're in a great spot, you know. You're quite far run away. Even after a cooler, you're still in a really good spot. So it's like, I think I would reduce these type of bluffs. I definitely don't take. Definitely
Wow, no one
not.
with the queen high here even. This is absolute napkin hands, 7 deuce in the big blind, and he actually is going to get a walk probably. That's when you're running good. Chip leader, 7 deuce off, getting a walk as, I don't know what Dante's checking in, maybe just saying a prayer and getting entered ready for the big blind. I don't know, because this is Jack 3 though. Does Ari want to limp or fold? Okay, so he does fold.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow! What a setup! Every hand to VPIP, crazy. Let's go. Let's see what the 5s does. I'm curious. I mean, I think fold is fine. Yeah. These low pocket pairs definitely overrated. Hitting him with the king 10 off 3, but Danilo!
Dante
Fernandes.
I'm telling you, I think
is...
he took a second. He mucked the hand. I think he was just energying a big hand in the big blind. He did it. He got kings and he's gonna get some extra chips.
That is such a nasty spot. Like you 3-bet bluff king 10 off there and then look into kings and you're just dead.
Wow. Ace Jack Sue is like, hey, I finally got a real hand. I mean, he's got to call 2 million more to win 9.
Yeah. It's pretty
and he
stupid.
will. He's going to see bad situation, but the taxi, can he get a little life here? Not really. He needs running clubs or needs running clubs. That is going to be dead on the turn. 8.8 Dante from Brazil. Vamos, gente. We got some Brazilians in the chat. I know that's the case. 2.5.
There's always Brazilians in the
watching
chat.
Here. They're in here, man. And he is down to 44, and he is running hot. The Greg goes all in as we see A6 for Ari going to get resistance immediately. And he flats ace queen to A6 suited and saying recommend check.
Mm-hmm. That feels very intuitive to check there.
I'm in good form too, Fedor. I'm coming to the Bahamas. I had a adversity bubble. 105 entered this 50K Brazilian Real Turbo. I got 16th when 15 cash, and then I followed up with my which hurt. But then I played my last tournament last night on the way out after commentary, late reg, and I made final 2 tables out of a lot of entries. So I'm warmed up, man. I got my live prowess back, and we're just gonna get it done, man. Why not? Like it just feels like a good one to win. I do too. It all kind of lines up.
Definitely. Did he check back the turn?
Wow.
I don't like that.
Ace Queen has all of the board here, and the
I really
Ace
don't
6
like that.
may end up, depending on the size. I guess he's trying to think what he gets called by. A flush, 3 million. Yeah, I mean, and this is saying you gotta fold, but Ari's thinking about it. I'll tell you what, though, Fedor, I think the guarantee's in jeopardy. If you're not coming, Maria's not coming. I mean,
yeah, we have kind of 14 bullets together.
Yeah, exactly. Rast isn't coming. He put 7 bullets in his first day here in a 10K in the first hours on the trip. So I mean, it's 10K US. That's it's interesting.
Ari, throw it.
Ari's been pretty disciplined here. Let's see if he can make one more solid fold. Gets flatted. Thinking about hands that flat and are betting here. And this ace queen, this may end up earning him a call as he played it.
Yeah, but this is one of those spots where it's like
good fold. Yeah,
he has to check the turn with a float, which is already unlikely because he's the type of player, if he floats Jack 10 or, you know, let's say King 10 of diamonds or whatever, it just always bets turn. It goes bet turn, bet river. And what is it supposed to be, right? Like, it's like, I don't know. I don't even know. What is it supposed to be? So it's always value. It's always like pocket tens with a 10 of hearts or whatever. That's like always what it is, kind of. And
Wow.
that's why, like,
threes have been buried here. That is a crazy situation to get pipped by threes. Needs a duck, or it will be a goose egg on the way out. And that's going to give him out. So the wheel cracks is a good turn. Yeah, you're right. Oh. GG. 5th place. All right, we're going to go down to 4. We will get the giveaways queued up here in a second, although they're a little bit deeper. I don't think we're going to be in a rush. Ace Queen. So he has now got 50 million to 38 million chips in play, about 5 to 4. The whole chips are the remainder. Pretty solid favorite. Would you say he's a bigger favorite than he was to win at 1.6, or is that about right now, or is it even maybe a little less?
Danilo?
Yeah, DV to win. What?
His first name is Danilo. That's why.
Okay.
I like DV, but I had to think who you mean. Yes. He is probably. I mean, this constellation is very favorable for him. They're 30. He's probably like 60 something% to win, I guess. So what is one? That's like 60 something%. So it's probably like.
Yeah, he's the favorite, big favorite, as we see. Ace 5 suited. Gonna open here for the min raise. Dante's got to feel fantastic. He was short. He's guaranteed 4th. 8 million right now, 20 bigs. Yeah, 2-2 versus 3-3, cold one there, as we saw hipped. And Dante did get kings into a king 10 off in a nice spot where DV 3-bet. And had to call it off and was dead on the turn. Giveaways from Jeff. Yes, giveaways from GG. We're giving away tickets. And then on X, I got to get you guys the link. I'm going to do that. I forgot to do that. I'm sorry. All right, 9-10, Queen 5 bluffing. 9-10 is ahead. That pair is the ace. And the Queen 5 off, deciding if wants to keep attacking. Does not. And the river now checks over, and he's going to have a winner.
Reasonable.
Okay. Yep. All right, here's the link for 50 cash. Retweet plus guess who wins for chance. Well, it's 100 cash. I'm sorry. And then the question you do not need you do need for that giveaway, asks Alajo Sankar 7668, but the $350 GG tickets, you just need to hit the thumbs up and subscribe here to be eligible, and then I'll give you the keyword coming up shortly. I'll start that actually pretty soon. So 4 left. Do 3 of those today. Who's your prediction for the World Cup? Are you following that at all? Have you been watching any of the stuff or seeing what's
Austria?
Like Austria making a run. Are they qualified? Are they in?
They just made it.
Nice.
Massive. Yeah. Massive,
48 teams. 48 teams helps spread the love a little.
I mean,
it's a big difference.
It's a big difference, but man, I so hope that they qualify for playoffs.
Wait, they're in the final 48, or are they in a playoff match bracket to go?
No, I mean they're qualified for the World Cup.
Okay, because there's still like 16 teams that 4 spots where they do a bracket four team tournament. You know?
No, I think they
I think they did. I think they did.
I think they qualified already. Yeah.
Because I saw the teams, and I don't remember seeing Austria in that 16 grand. But I know like our Ireland is in the playoff. I know Sweden's in the playoff. I know Italy has to win their playoff. They do like, and they play, and then the winner, like you win the semi, and then you win the fight, and then if you win the next, you have to win 2 matches in a row to go out of the 16. There's some teams left, like Albania. Yeah. 9, 10, 5, 6 here, blind on blind. And yeah, shout out to the online poker millionaire. That was Alex Theologist. That was episode 1 there on their GGPoker. You guys can see that, the online millionaire. Alex was the guest last week's show. Great player, and he is featured on the first episode. Did you get to check that out yet? I was just watching that one.
Yes.
I think
I've watched it, cool. Yeah.
10-9 versus 5-6. 5-6 has a gut shot, and a 5 or 6 you think might be good. It's not. And we'll get the keyword. Yeah, the post is up there. Chat GPTE, that is there, and I'm gonna start the keyword. Number 1. And Fedor, I'm just putting this in I'm going to get this up in a second. I want to ask about your book as we are on the river, and the 9-10 is going to win. I know it's only in German still. Is that correct? But it will come out in English potentially? Yeah,
potentially. I mean, if I publish it, I want a good publisher for it. And so yeah, I went in Germany. The biggest publisher is Penguin Random House. And so if they have the rights to publish it in English, so I'm talking to them, and in the end, this is actually their final decision, but I think it is quite likely. Yeah.
And GTO Lab in the building too. Shout out to the boys there. They do a great job and have a fantastic product. And they were asking ever lead ace turn as SB Fedor. So GTO Lab deferring to Fedor here, asking a little bit of their opinion on that hand. I guess he's not sure which hand he's referring to. I was just putting in the giveaway. Was that the last hand? Was there?
Was that the 10 deuce 4 ace deuce? No. I
think so. Yeah, there was ace 10.
Let's see what's happening. Queen 4 is folding. I unfortunately didn't see the entire action, but I also don't have the chat open. Maybe I should open.
Yeah,
let me open the chat. Is it YouTube chat? Yeah, right?
Yes. YouTube chat, got it over here, and there it is, a list of the teams that are competing for that last 4 spots. So yeah, Ireland had less than like a 4% chance, basically a runner flush, to make it, and they did score. I think
I saw that game. That was so nice.
That was insane. The guy had 3 goals, and he's just been on fire. Yeah. Forget what his name.
You have any plans to watch World Cup in the US?
I'm going to go to the final. I know it's July 19th in New York, so I'm definitely going to that game. It's kind of nice because it's right after the World Series of Poker, Maine and everything finishes. So I'll go to that and then wait for the draw on the schedule. Maybe go to a few other games, but I'm usually not here that time. There's actually games in Miami, but I'll be gone. I saw the schedule of like the Hard Rock has games there, but I probably won't be going to those. So, but I do want to go to the final. I think that'll just be crazy. You know, it's only 30 years ago it was in the US. I remember going to a game with my dad in Detroit at the Pontiac Silver Dome when I was like 8 or 9 or whatever. And you know, it's it's cool. You don't get to have the World Cup in your country very much. Germany had it in 06, I think. Was it 2000?
Yeah.
2006, yeah.
2006, I think, yeah. Was it 6?
Yeah. Yeah, because it was 94 US, 98 France, 2002.
South Korea?
South Korea, 2006.
6 Germany.
Germany.
Yeah, I'm thinking 6 or 10, but yeah, I think it was 6, right?
It was 6. And 10 was South
10.
Africa. South Africa. And 14
Really?
was Brazil, and 18 Russia.
Brazil, Russia, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a big one. So actually I think there's some games in LA probably right around the World Series. Are you gonna be will you be at the World Series this WSOP or part of it? Or depending?
Yeah, I mean it's I was planning on but it's a bit depending on family planning, the whole thing. So like if my then wife is pregnant, I don't know, but if not, then yes. Yeah, it depends how things go.
For sure. Well, good luck in that area. You sure you'll run well as you have but life's crazy, man. It's exactly. You just don't know how it's gonna go and what timing all of it works. So I said it earlier, enjoy the poker. I know a lot of you are big poker fans here, of course, and enjoy the grind and traveling and play as much as you can and go to new places and enjoy it before life gets more and more responsibilities, we'll say. But yeah, this is King 6, nicely done from D. How do you pronounce his name? How do you pronounce the last name? Velasevic?
Danilo Velasevic.
Danielo Velasevic. There you go. Well said.
That's how I would say it. Maybe it's Velashe. There's like, as a more German pronunciation, we would say more Velase, but I think in Serbia, we would probably say Velasevic. But I'm not 100%. Maybe a Serbian in the chat.
I see Skull Mike Poker in the building too. When am I coming to Austin? Yeah, I'd love to get out there, see Bill again. A lot of people live in Austin now. Actually, I'd say probably the most people I know well that live in that city specifically. Great poker town too. And I mean, same thing, just not quite traveling as much, but it's a great place. You been to Austin, Fedor? That's a little random, but have you been there for any reason? Have you ever been to Texas?
To Austin? Yeah, it was the first American city I was to that I really liked. And it was like kind of I don't know. Back then, it wasn't that relevant, actually. I think it was 2014, maybe. And It wasn't that much on the radar. It wasn't like, it was kind of there were younger people and so on, but it wasn't this like, oh, everyone's moving to Austin now. Like there were some people more. But I was there and I was like, whoa, this seems like a crazy up and coming city. People were so like young, energetic, like the city's green, it's nice, it's good weather. I mean, I just really liked it. And also I liked that the walkability of the city, and like there were lots of options, the food was good, nightlife was nice. Also the suburbs were really nice, where I was in like 2-3 different areas, so
yep. That's spot on. I actually went to this early. I went there like 2010, and I thought that's where I would live. I really liked it as well. Sort of just outside of downtown and like on the lakes there. It's definitely very nice. But it's come to become very popular city now, as we see blind on blind.
Now it's
6 deuce didn't raise pre-flop and is debating to take a stab. Isn't putting any money in the middle here, as A7 can pretty much guarantee they have the best hand here as played. Does bet. No money won. All right, let's do the first giveaway. We've been playing four-handed for a bit. It's going to go in the chat. It's going to be the keyword GGWSOP space Fedor, and then put your GGPoker username. So that is our first of 3 $50 GG tickets on X. Remember, you guys can go there and go to my pin profile and 100 cash. So we got $250 in giveaways today on the GG Millions, and we are going to see a winner take home $1,393,000. No deal making available. A lot of money to still be won or lost. 640, I guess just one. It's going to be at least 64 buy-ins, playing up to 140 buy-ins here, and 8-10 each in the blinds. Don taking a fold.
How many countries do you think you can name that play their first World Cup
Ooh,
this year?
that's a good question. I actually have no idea. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the list. There's probably like 6 or something that would be a first time. I would guess. What do you think?
I mean, I just look at it right now, so I know. But it is 4. There's 4 countries that give their debut this World Cup.
If I saw the list, I could probably guess it, but just off the top of my head, not knowing who's qualified, I don't know. I think I might have saw one. It was their first. I saw. I don't have. If you rattled off a bunch of names, I could tell you probably pretty quickly, but I don't know. Give me one.
I mean, I didn't. This one totally hit me. I don't know how they made it, but Cape Verde made it.
Yeah,
that's surprising, right? Like, did you know?
Yes. Nope, would never have guessed that, or did not hear they qualify. So they qualified in which from?
CAF, so Africa.
Yeah. Queen Jack suited, gonna rip it in. Wow, that's a major rip. I mean, talk about taking a chance. I guess Ace King is supposed to fold here, or is it? I mean,
no. in
fold?
Solverland. In Solverland, yes,
Well, I
but
guess
in practical, no.
Part of the reason too, though, he knows Ace Queen's not calling though, so you get to shove Ace. I don't think so.
Yeah, if I'm sitting there,
you might roll it. You might roll it in.
Yeah, of course, because it's a bit too easy to just follow the solver there. It's like the rolls are going to be reversed, and it's like you have to understand you're going from a losing position right now to a winning position. So if you make, of course, there's some implications that you might bust in fourth, but also the upside is much better than just ICM. It's like you will have 45 million chips, chip leader, play four-handed. It's like a very very winning position. So if I have ace queen suited there, I'm going to spite call you.
There you go. Well, we would have didn't get to see that interesting of a decision, but D Velizovic is on his way. He's got 48 million. There's jacks again. Then a lot of jacks today. Lot of jacks.
It is really the day of jacks.
Yes, and they've been winning.
Last time it was aces. I think last time we had over 20 times aces. Now today it already feels like we had 10 times jacks or something.
Yeah, exactly right. There's king 6 suited, 9-5 on the button. How wide does he want to take it?
Yeah.
Wide. Takes it wide. King 6 suited
Takes
here.
It wide.
9-5. Both players just completely missed, but 9-5. Small bet actually is going to be tough to hang on. He goes bigger bet. That is going to certainly do it. That too much? 9-5? Is he taking the liberty a little too far there? Is that okay? He's covering by a lot.
I would not do it, I think. But I don't. I mean, I think Dante, it's like I think he will not be too restricted there, and Little Papi has shown before that he doesn't overfold the big blind necessarily, so it's I don't think it's that great of an open, but it's close.
Okay, no real hands here. 7-9 suited. In the small blind, though, gonna know he wants to get to a flop if he's allowed.
Yeah.
And king 8 off has options. He knows that his opponent has been a bit limp raise heavy, so he does check back the king 8 and flops a king, as 7-9 does have some equity, the spade being good. And checks it in line with the GTO wizard recommendation. Not a great card for 7-9 suited. You don't pick up any straight draw. You don't make the flush. Don't hit a pair. Board pairs. And now king checks back and another ace comes out. It looks like we're having a little
load.
Load up error, and 7-9 is saying to bet large or bet small, and that's gonna just be chips he doesn't get back in this hand.
Yeah, just call and win. And it's a well-played hand, I would say.
All right, gonna rip in the 4-5 suited, force a fold. Get that first giveaway for you guys pretty quick here. We'll get that first one. We got 2 more of those as well. So stay tuned, hit that thumbs up and be subscribed. That's how you are eligible. And then we'll pick a random winner. And let me make sure we get that started. All right, we already got it. We got the first winner selected. So get that in there as we see Jack 7, flop top 2 pair, Queen 10 suited. For a small size, could definitely be hanging around here. And a check back, so goes for the
Tricky,
check back.
tricky.
Interesting, very tricky. Does little Poppy want to attack? Nope, not with the 6 of club turn. Now there needs to be a bet for sure. There's a lot more draws out of no draws, and he does bet over half pot, and that'll end it right there. So, yeah, check back from Ari, very tricky. Does take it in the end, 14 million, almost 15 million chips for him. And Dante with the 3s off of 11 blinds, pretty nice shove spot. Happy with it. Ace 9. So yeah, Ari really does go for the limp, and this is one where we will see a limp raise. I think Ace 9, not one you necessarily want to just limp call out of position. You're gonna play better as a 4-bet. See what kind of size he goes. Last time he did run into kings, and he's just gonna do all of it.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Ace 5 on the button, Queen 4, 10-4. And 10-4 off. Dante really hasn't got, he got 8 million, I think, or did he actually hit 10 when he doubled with the kings to maybe he had 8 million. So he really just has never got much more than this stacked up, but he knows he's in it. He's still got 10 blinds. He knows D Velezovic is going to be opening wide. So he knows of some opportunities to get it in with probably the best hand. And here, Jack 9 suited, just going to shove. You like that? Are you a fan of that shove with the 20 mil stack there? It's a little, maybe a little much.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it myself. But it depends very much on how people are calling.
Yep. Yeah, he's gonna have a situation here behind with the clubs and see if he just shoves or he's gonna open. As King 4 suited in the big blind.
We'll defend. Yeah.
Definitely some good situations for when he's done that. He's shoved. Let's see. Oh, he does shove. He does do the emoji and shove, and actually would be fairly behind here. Although Ace 8 suited is kind of like in that weird one where you don't expect to be necessarily ahead here, and maybe he's got King Queen Oh, he's going to fold. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if he thinks the raise folding gap is too wide, it's a smart play. Because it goes very quick. If you raise fold a bit too much there, then everything somewhat reasonable can be shoved.
Okay, queen 10 suited, jack 10 suited, and he is going to call and be behind, but has position and get a fairly interesting flop. Top pair versus open end. No spade available for either player. GTO Wizard recommending to check almost always, but also can bet.
Yeah, I think check. I would almost pure check this hand there.
What was your first year in the Bahamas? I'm almost sure that's when I played with you for the first time. Was in the Bahamas. Definitely, I believe it was your first year. Maybe you had been there 1 year before. Was it like
2014? I think 14, definitely 15, but I think maybe 14. One of the two.
All right, jack 10 going to call.
Mm-hmm.
And queen 10 now. Checking, and jack 10 has 8 outs, although doesn't know if a spade hit would be good or not. So this is not the most amazing board. Wondering if he wants to try to make some better hands fold, semi-bluff, and fall through, but this wouldn't work.
I think he would bet. The way I think he plays, okay. Yeah, always check, always bet, and then we have a decision.
Not one of the better cards. I mean, it's a king, some king. There's definitely complete hands, B2, spade or this type of card. Not great. Jack 10 though, saying to bet mid-size or large size, and does go sort of 4.2 into 6, like 2/3 almost. A little more than 2/3, right? 4.2 into 5.9. Gonna get the fold there. Queen 10 doesn't make a meal of it. Gets out of the way. 3:18 Eastern Standard Time. This has been going now for. This was pretty quick. It has slowed down a little, as to be expected. We are a little deeper with these stacks. All right, let me get the winner. Sorry for the first giveaway. I will usually wait till someone gets knocked out, but go ahead and get that for you guys. And the winner is at Jose F. Let's see. There he is. Congrats. There is our first winner. Jose F. N. Colada. $50 ticket. Hope you use that well. Have a second giveaway for you coming up here shortly after we lose a player. Queen 9 suited, take it down. Actually, last year, do you remember the guy Marcelo Aziz? This story, he took a free roll ticket on GG into second place for 4.6 million. Actually, I saw him.
Remember, he seemed like a really nice guy.
Super nice. He's here. He was playing the tournaments here. He's won GG Millions. He's also been a guest now on GG Millions. So he's doing the whole circle, and he said he will be in the Bahamas for sure. I don't see how you can't. That one, winning for free, you're kind of locked into that one per year. That's a mandatory. Okay, King 9 suited opening, Ace 3 off. Does it want a 3-bet, or has it just been too aggressive? It feels like one you could go a little crazy with. You make it like 5 million, 4 million. Yep. I mean,
yeah.
Ari has a lot of ICM pressure here.
Yeah. But he's, how do I say? He's not scared. Absolutely fearless.
You think he could 4-bet jam, or more likely to flat than fold if he was going to do one of the things other than fold there?
Jam.
Yeah, calling seems not nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello. Ace 7 going to open. Tens is going to get another great shove spot. And Ari actually, knowing, I mean, how much is that? That's 700K. He's betting like 7 blinds. But the open in front, it'd be one thing if it was just a straight blind on blind, like button on big blind would have probably always gone in. I wonder if it is the case. What up, Tim Birdogs 19? Flow show, let's do this. And I can't make you the winner. GG picks it, my friend Duri Maloshi 9603, but we will have 2 more cracks at that. Must be subscribed, must hit the thumbs up. And Ari must make a decision here. And he's going to go for it. And we are going to see a big moment here for 11.5 million. Ben's in the lead. We know an ace was gone. Needs help. King deuce. Great flop for Dante. Can fade one more, and he is back in a nice position. Gonna do it. He is gonna do it. Dante for Brazil. Boy. He is in there. And look at this. DV has 55 to 36, but everyone's got about the same stack. And this is a, oh my goodness. Wow. This is gonna be a 22 million. And honestly, none of these guys, Dante, Little, and Ari, don't want to get in here, really, right? Like they're not. You don't want to be the first to risk it. But Ace King suited is too much hand four-handed in this situation. And Ace 5 actually, Ari actually, yeah, this could end up being. What would nines do if he ripped it? He would call.
Oh, I mean, it's nines all. You mean if Ace 5 goes all in?
Yeah.
I think.
Wow.
I think
23. Dante on the spin cycle.
Oh.
That is not flop. Needs runners. Oh my goodness. Hits the ace 2 and DV gonna knock out Dante. And that is bad news for my thing. I'm in trouble here now. DV is looking like he is gonna run away with this. We'll get our second giveaway queued up. Nice hand there for DV. I might be putting a little money back into the system. I've been hot. Brazil is we're gonna lose some viewers probably there. 2.7K on. And Fedor, call it for me. I'm on my. Going to queue up the second giveaway. Keyword giveaway number 2 at 3. That was a big swing. All right, we'll get that ready for you guys in a second. 7-4, Queen 3. Now he's got 66 to 22 million, and he is coasting. Queen does spike there. Needed a queen only, and he got it. Going to check back, and he's going to see that the queen did arrive. That was crazy. That was a huge swing. Huge swing. Congrats to Jose F. Encalada for a first giveaway winner. We'll have 2 more coming up here shortly. Sevens. And Ari thinking, does he want to min raise? Does he want to shove? It's good enough to induce that just doesn't want to leave a meal of it. And it is going to be a little bit of a chip up. He's got 14 million to 11 and then 66 here. I mean, this is the dream scenario, right? Yeah, 10. He's going so wide here, Fedor. 10-7 off, shoving the button against these two. Just no one wants to call.
Now it's insane.
Yeah, it's like,
oh,
whoa, Ari. Expect a limp and then a raise and a jam, or limp raise, maybe even not even a jam. How many blinds? Yeah, it's going to be 20, sub 20. DV going to probably induce.
Yeah.
And Ari is quite a situation here. Does he rip or does he go small? It's that strong. He still rips and he's getting called. This is 27 million. This is important. Jacks to 8s. If it can hold, it's a little bit of life. If it doesn't, it's going to be quick work, but needs an 8 and an 8 only, or we will see can 3-handed play continue. Going to hold the jack on the river. So that was important. Nice hand for Ari there. We got a ball game still. And he can't breathe. He just can't believe it. That was nasty. He's been playing a lot of hands, putting pressure, and he actually got a real hand. As we will get the second giveaway underway. There it is. Giveaway 2 at 3. It's going. think Rodrigo Salawan's going to come on soon. And ace 10, ace king. Hello. This could be double time, Fedor. This could just be double time for the shorties. Ace 10, ace king. I mean, for this stack depth, he just calls.
Call is, yeah.
Nice. And saying check small, bet small. I'm sorry, check or bet small. And there is he a recommended check again. Ace 10. 2,700 watching.
Yeah, value bet, yeah.
And a bet now, ace king, and ace 10 is saying you got to call. There is the king on the river. That has got to feel good as played. The king, you were maybe thinking probably good, but still an intense spot. Now you hit the top pair, top kicker. And ace 10 has a diamond, has a 10. We'll see what size comes here. 6.2 there, wants to get paid. And saying that prefer call than fold. And if it does make the right fold, so a nice exploit compared to what GTO Wizard says. There makes a fold. What do you think? He's just determining if he thinks his opponent is bluffing or not, and ace 10 he decided was not good enough. He was right.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those spots, you know, not c-bet flop, then find hands, you know, that you don't bet on the flop to then delay bluff twice is it's a good line, but just not a played line.
Ace queen picks up. I'll tell you what, D Velzovic was on his way with them both down to like 12 mil, and now he's got a little situation with 26 mil, 16 mil. It's not a cakewalk anymore. And see if queens limp again. Why not? And Jack deuce off, actually one of those ones you kind of wouldn't mind, the big little gapper to raise. So this is going to work out for Ari. He is going to get a big raise here too. Surely too much to shove. What do you make it? 6, 7 mil? I mean, this is one of the premiums. And
yeah, you just click it.
6.5. I think he's going to go a little bigger than clicking, but
yeah, he seemed to yeah, I mean, not clicking. All in is not good. That's not good.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is what we're saying. You don't know how people are going to respond to the money in the spot. You just all of a sudden look around, you're just like, because that's basically saying I don't want to take a chance that he has ace 5 or ace 4 suited and that we're rolling the dice, right? That's kind of what you're just taking away that variance of a hand that you want to be against, but you don't want to take the risk. And, you know, he is double third, but with that being said, if he can get it in there, he would take the chip lead. And yeah, that was interesting decision as we see the chat going wild. 2,600 on the X. You can go to Jeff Gross Poker, and that is a pin tweet for 100 cash. So we got still 2 more tickets to give away, and a lot of you have been on there. Wow, appreciate the energy there. I'm in Brazil. I feel like I should fire up a stream. My flight's delayed. I haven't streamed in years. Try to win maybe a 30K package for on here. There's usually some good stuff going on. There's a lot of package giveaways right now. I don't know how long they last or what's going on. I'm going to take a look, actually. Flight's delayed till 2:20 in the morning. It's kind of brutal. Ace Jack 5-7. Ace Jack. Things are D Velzovic is below 50 mil. He was just absolutely running away with it. Ari, though, didn't give him the full bait, as he is not able to just pile through this 3-handed play. He's gonna have to slow it down a little. And he is gonna come out raising. He's kind of running into strong hands right now. He's saying, wait, how? You just, yeah, this isn't supposed to happen. I'm supposed to just raise, take down, supposed to not get re-raised, and I'm just getting blasted on. These guys are chipping up. Now he gets a real hand. No one has much. Jack 10 in the small, probably not going to want to play. Can't defend there, and 8-5 off also gets out. Jack 8 suited, deuce 5 off, and deuce 5. Is he gonna? He's had some very big hands blind on blind, so he does with his worst just get out of the way. He does realize that he's attacking, so he's had good timing to limp in. And now we see ace king and threes. Wow, Fedor, could this just go in? This might be the same thing where he makes it. Oh, the queen seven's gonna open. His might save the threes, or vice versa. Might have cost him a double because that probably would have just got ripped in. And now it's just gonna go big bet and threes get out of the way. So that's a huge butterfly effect. The queen 7 off open.
Different parallel universe now.
Yes. Yeah, that might have been the chance for threes to get up to 34, and all of a sudden he would have been on 30, would have been potentially a new chip leader with a flip, but he'll keep the comfortable lead. And ace-6 suited here. It's a bit tricky. Does he want to just send a message, or does he call? He's not folding. He just calls, flops the 6, and this is one of the problems playing out of position. You do allow your opponent with some inferior hands to get in the lead, as he does check back. 9-10 has a pretty good spot here. Has to fade 5 outs, 1 to come. About 20%, 4-1 favorite. And
Snap.
is going to snap call, into call. Can't raise, can't fold. Just seems like the call. There it is. Ace-6 suited, 9-10 off. What about the pre-flop there? Are you fine with the call, or do you think that might be 1 to 3 bet?
Both is possible. There's no like right or wrong, but yeah, I against the wide opener, I like these 3-bet folds very much. Particularly because we haven't seen them so much, so I think then, it's like you have a free roll that he makes some adjustments in that direction.
Yep, it's a great point. Yeah, I think you play solid and tight for those. Exactly, those are the reasons you then get to venture a little bit, or feel more confident that on a spot you're not going to get played back at as wide. So yeah, I think that would be better. And as we see, it did cost him some chips where he would have just taken it down. It's big swing. Those are huge. Oh, queen 10 off and ace-7 suited. This is one where by shoving, this is the benefit of that, right? You just get to get those kind of hands to fold, where they don't want to put their chips at risk without a made or premium hand, ace queen, ace king suited, and he does just get the best hand to fold. So Ari want to limp, and queen king, this is a big hand. Or is he just going to be folding? Okay, he does limp.
Aces, baby.
Wow. And he's going to come again attacking for sure. Oh my goodness. Really attacking. Wow. Aces for a 38 mil pot, the new chip leader. That is going to need runners. Oh, quads, not diamond. And he just can't
by quads.
Death by quads. There you have it. Wow. Little Poppy with 37 million. And now, Fedor, I got life, not for our dinner bet, but for my in-game wagering.
For your it's either you don't lose or
yeah.
You can't win
Little
anymore.
Poppy actually would return a profit, I think. Little Ari's like a break even for me, and Little Poppy's a profit. So
I mean for our bet you're dead.
Right.
Because I have Little Poppy and Ari.
Yeah, no, I listen, I'm happy to that dinner I'd like to win the in-game bet that I made for real money, but the dinner, I know you like the finer things, so that could actually be tough for me too. That's probably okay. Could be a wash.
You mentioned no, it wasn't me. You mentioned that there's great Michelin star restaurants in Miami. That wasn't me.
Oh, let me get the Austria. I'm gonna get you my Austria dates for you.
Yeah, it's much cheaper. America is expensive, man. It's smart. It's smart of you to move it to Austria. You
Yeah,
you get a great dinner here for $100. In America, you barely can pay the waiter for $100.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I stayed in Austria for a couple of weeks. I streamed from there maybe in 2019 or something. I was there 21 actually, I think, or two. I can't no 22. Yeah, I was there for like 2 months. And I'm sorry, a month. I think it was really nice. Good time there. In summertime, yeah. As we see Jack King and A7 Heart, Key Heart, A7 in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
King Jack and A7, and he's going to continue with Jack King here. Got actually decent equity against where he does. This is actually a really nice bet. It can get the fold as GTO Wizard says you should, as we are going to pick a second winner in a second as a mystery hand comes in a ooh, aces. This is intense. This is intense. Could aces get cracked, or is he gonna? Oh my goodness! Versus Little Poppy Fedor. This is big. This is a big spot. Check or overbet. Lead overbet. Check sometimes. Bet small.
No.
Call. So we know Little Poppy's got a hand here. It said overbet was an option there on the flop.
I don't like the small bet on the flop. I mean, now I think it is no option, always like B60 or whatever.
Wow, he's got a hand, Fedor. Aces are behind, baby. I gotta tell you that. Is it fives? Is it pocket fives exactly? But would it say overbet on the flop? I mean, this is crazy. What hand to raise mid here in this situation? He's got, is it fives or threes?
Yeah, I mean, it must be a set. I wouldn't know what else.
Yeah. It's not queen, so it's literally fives or threes. I mean, that's got to be what he's got. And this is now non-4 on the river, I think, and could see a really crazy situation here. Wow.
I mean, it's one of those spots where also it's not really a great bluff spot.
Right.
I mean, people raise. Sometimes you see like people raising pockets.
Wow. And DV he just can't breathe. He realizes he might be out, or either way, he's going to be severely out chipped now. So this is a crazy swing.
This sounds crazy, but I think it's a trivial fold. Like,
yeah, I agree with this player profile.
Raise the turn, like
fives, threes, yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
that's
like
woo, Little Poppy hits a set at the right time, and he does get the fold, but wow, Little Poppy's got chips now, and Ari likely going to just jam here.
What I also really, really like is that Danilo just immediately folded. Almost all regulars would tank like 2 minutes in that fold. But it's just, you know, it's like line timing player is like, it's a trivial fold. It's not like suddenly he has pocket fours and just like raises turn and shoves river. Like, nah.
Yep.
It's, I don't know. I mean, of course, sometimes you see these lines but it's like so rare, and you have to be right so often. It's just
ace, king, and sixes here. These are real hands.
Yeah. I mean, I think sixes just go all in.
Yeah.
And then let's see who of my horses is better. Or luckier, let's say.
All right, these are going. This is gonna even things out, or this is gonna put a big lead. Ace, king, sixes, 2, 3, 4. Good flop for sixes. Needs an ace or a king on the river. What a run out. Currently does it. Sixes hold. Ari, 40, 30, 20. Velasquez is in third currently. So you see a 4-3-2 breakout in chips right now. This is getting pretty wild here. A second winner I'm gonna pick, and then we'll go to our heads up and do a giveaway once that happens. But this has been a fun three-handed thing, and the blinds are even up higher now. We are at 501K again. One of the functions of this going a little bit faster is that it's actually about average now. So this thing, it did actually slow it down, but this is just because the blinds too have gone quicker when we're shorter handed faster, but it has been slower for a while. So we see 3-7 limping now, and king, wow, this guy's got moves, man. He's just got moves. He just says, you know what, king 3, I understand the situation. I understand Ari's game. Although he's limp big hands, maybe he's going to start raising. He's covering me with real hands, and he does pick up on that and shove. And now here he is with 22 million. See if he can shake that upstuck mentality. He does just attack the king 6.
I mean, it shows he's a pretty good player. It's like, it's not only aggression, right? It's like, it's a lot of aggression in spots where it makes sense, but also like very quickly mucking the aces when just it's unlikely to be bluffed. It's very important.
Yeah. King deuce, 3-8. King deuce gonna pair and be taking this pot down almost always. Seems like he's in position. He's got top pair, but a lead out from Ari. Does turn an 8. Check. And top and bottom again, the missionary, nice run out. And actually, as played, there's some chance gets called if it goes check, or maybe even blocker bets, but bets like 25% or 20 here, or check and then has to decide. $2.7. Well, I don't love that bet size.
I also don't get it.
I'd rather him bet like $1 million or check.
Yeah.
Getting raised.
Rip it. Now, if you got it, you have to go all in.
Yeah, this is he makes a bit of a meal of this hand. Okay, king deuce getting back in, and it is a ball game now. It is a ball game. Not sure if, yeah, I think Ari maybe wants that river bet back. Maybe a little should thought about a little more on what his hand was, what his sizing is, and what he's accomplishing there. But as it turns out, Little Poppy and him are going to go to a flop, and we see a little bit of everything, gut shot and over to the board, which ace high in the lead. 6-7 has the 7-6 or a heart being good. And I do see the flush comes in as board pairs jack, and actually interesting, gonna be some jacks Ari checks back to on the flop potentially. This is kind of curious if Little Poppy's gonna lead or not. I guess I would expect him to lead.
Yeah. And he's folding, I think. Yeah.
Queen 9, King 3. We got a battle. This thing really evened out three-handed. They literally have the same stack size, the three players. So, well, anyone's game right now. I mean, momentum is out of DV's way, but he has played really well. Got to believe he's still the favorite.
Ooh, this can be action.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, no more king of diamonds, so we need the 3 of diamonds, I guess.
Queen 9 and King 3, the 7 pairs. King 3 in the lead. This is an important pot. This is for chip lead of the tournament, three-handed right now, which does matter a lot. Queen 9 suited, certainly getting a good price. That's a lot of hand. Board pairs, it's not one of the better cards here. Could have got a lot more out of that turn for a diamond, obviously, or a queen, a 9, a 6, a 10, giving more equity now. It does link, it does hit it. And Ari is going to secure this pot almost surely. I don't see any possible way he doesn't win here. I'm just curious if Little Poppy does anything or not. And if Ari, yeah, I mean, he makes his queen high flush. He is going to be betting. King 3 blocking boats has a king of diamonds. Interesting. That sizing, though, is pretty much laying claim to the pot. If there was I mean, is there like the check raise bluff? Just not a thing there.
Not against the sizing.
Yeah. All right, 38, 25, 27. So advantage Ari. Let's see if he goes for raising, covering, or limp, or expect limp. And happy to check back to 8-10. 9-5 suited has some interesting board opportunities here. It does have some nice runners, and he is going to come out leading right in the top pair again. It's been a little bit unlucky for Ari once they've gotten deeper, where he's ran in. He's made some, I think, good stabs and probes, and he's kind of just gotten hands that have happened to hit top pair. So he does shut this down. He doesn't turn any real equity. No club, no 4, no 6, no ace. And the 8 is going to check back into trips. And that is good enough to bet. His opponent doesn't have anything. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pick that second winner. Let's get that one cleared up. Then wait to heads up for the third winner. So let's just get that done. You guys have already been putting that out for a while. Been patient. Let's get that in. Here it is. All right, that's enough on the spamming. Wow. Someone is. Well, the chat's going crazy. What is going on?
People are spamming.
I guess, but that's like yeah, we need a moderator in there. This got out of hand. I think a few of the guys are saying the same thing. So just saw that flying up. So a 7-9 and ace deuce suited, both with interesting draws here. Ace deuce suited is in the lead and not folding. So let's see here if we can get there is some pretty electric rivers here. A couple that come to mind. The 6 or the jack of clubs obviously would be night for. And the ace, though, this is
the ace of spades.
Yeah, the 7-9 is going to whiff and has a decision. Does he want to give up on this pot? He does wave the white flag. And ace deuce, big moment there. He's going to be up to 42 million. And let me get that winner. At COD World at War. Congrats. Winner 2 of 3. And we'll get the third one up in a little while as we see that pick up. And deuces to sixes. And Ari feels right. 2.2 for a deuce, 2.2 to close it. Does he want to get aggressive covering? Knows that Little Poppy's shorter, but wow. In sixes, I mean, does he? Can he fold? I don't know. Can he do it? I mean, he is 1.5x stack. Wow. Deuces 4 sixes to fold there. Ari gonna get one through. Whew. Eights to queen 4. That was a crazy hand.
That is crazy.
Are you surprised with the sixes fold, or kind of feel like you don't want to be calling off there?
Not crazy surprised, but I think people very often have deuces through sevens there, so I don't think I'm folding, to be honest. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like eights plus are being induced very often. It's not like people ship jacks there. So sure, it's bad if they ship sevens, but I feel like very often they ship deuces, threes, or fours there. The player type, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be folding, but yeah, it's very player dependent. Very, very player dependent.
3, 4, 5, 6. The 4. Wow, what a 4 ball there on the river.
Yeah.
He's got crushing that board in that spot. 2 8s, and that's actually going to be when he gets checked. This is lose some chips here. Certainly. Gotta think he's good. Does check it though, at least. So I guess he'll go into check call formation. Probably a pretty quick call here. I mean, you just 6. I mean, yeah, I think you can't fold this, right? You lose to a 7, but 7 would have bet. You lose to the 4 that rivered. I mean, I'd be shocked if he folds. Wow. Maybe I'm off on that one. That seems... He was right. He was right. 5, 7, ace 3, ace 10. And whoo, Little Poppy. This might go jam call. What's he got? 18. He does. And he calls. Wow. Ace 10. DV is in trouble. Ace 10. Jack ends it. Diamond big. The king. This has got chop opportunities. River. 3.
Oh! Wow. Danilo. Wow.
I mean, man, that one, that's crazy. The board pair turn, you just feel it. You could that is one of the nastiest runouts. You go from like literally have them hammerlocked to that was wild. And we got a ball game, 46-42, Ari versus Velisevich, and we are going to get giveaway number 3 underway. Wow. Yeah, we got rid of those spammers. Guys, come on. Let's have a clean show. We got 2,700 watching. Fedor Holz in the building. 50 million lifetime earnings. And we are happy Thanksgiving early to all the Americans out there. North America. I think actually Canada celebrates a different day, but that's this Thursday. This is going to be I got to get the schedule during the Bahamas. I don't have word yet if there's during the streams and what's going on, if there's going to be shows on I think it's the 9th and 16th. I'm not positive on that. I'm going to ask for a pass, Fedor. We're going to be deep in that one. We might need to take a Tuesday off if there is, but ace 3, 4, 8, playing for a lot of money right here. This is for a title, and the third, if Velisevich gets it, in 4, 8, ace 3, yikes. Good flop for ace 3, big time.
Yeah. Some interesting turns possible though for 4, 8.
Yeah.
Not the 10 of clubs.
Not that one. All right, let's get the third giveaway coming up. All right, Paradise. We're going to get the third keyword up here. I'm going to insert your GG Poker username. There it is. GGWSOP space Paradise. Insert your GGPoker username. Good luck. Excuse me. And that is a wheel. Ace-3 improves. Was already in best shape. And this is a nice start for Velasovich. This is an important start. He is up to 60 to 30, a 2-1 lead. And he's thinking how greedy he can be. He has the ace. So it's likely his opponent has a 5 or a 4. Maybe not so big. But he does go big in case they hit 2 pair. So I guess that's... And I'll tell you what, Ari isn't snap folding. He's kind of repping, yeah, that he has the 3 now, right? So it's like, what does he just bet the gut shot the whole way? That's, I think, what he's thinking. But at the same time, what does he have that is bluffing? This would be quite a hero call gone wrong. What do you think about this to consider calling here? Like, what are you kind of putting? I guess 6-7, 6-3 makes it 7-8. You have an 8. Jack Queen, Jack King. Are they going to really play this way?
Bad time for a loading screen.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is it. DV, man. He was a 3 ball on the river away from getting potentially likely third, and now he is going to be able to finish this off most of the time. Not over yet, but Queen 8 suited, 9-10. He's going to shove here, as we do see.
Yeah.
Oh, Fedor. This was, the pricing is right. Bob Barker, baby, 1.6 to 1 to start the FT, and he is going to likely get to finish it off, although it's not over. And Queen 10 to Ace 3. Queen 10, does he want to call off 14 blinds to get the title right here, right now? Could he do it? He's thinking about it. He does. He's going for it here. Gives Ari a chance to get back in it. Queen 10, Ace 3. It is a clean flop for Ace 3. 3-1 favorite to the river. Needs 6 outs, 1 to come. Slow peel. Oh, all of it. He just gets it. He gets it done. Wire to wire. Had a little adversity and did get it done. $1.4 million in his third title. Velasovich, Danielo takes it down. Fedor, talk to me. What happened today? That was a wild shakeout, man. It started fast, got slow. He lost the chip lead, got it back. Thought he made a great fold with aces, as you said. Didn't even think about it. Folded 3-handed on the river when he got shoved on. Was correct against the set. So I mean, I'm impressed with this play. Think he deserved to win.
Yeah, I mean, he is a great player. I mean, sometimes, of course, right? Like you're on this spot, you can put on pressure, and sometimes someone wakes up with a good hand. It's card distribution, luck, obviously. It's not only how the flop, turn, and river comes, it's also what cards you get pre-flop. So I think he played well, and congratulations to a nice guy.
Absolutely. Well, again, 2,700 viewers on. Congrats to the giveaway. I think I got to actually pick the third giveaway before we get out of here. It is at the Sting, so congrats to you. I'll put that in the chat. And Fedor, I guess I won't see you in the Bahamas. I will see you, looks like in Austria. There's a look at those odds, 1.68 to 1. He had so many blinds. He did finish it off. That was quite a sweat at the end. And yeah, appreciate it. And congrats on a profitable show for you. You have 5% of my 26K super main event in the Bahamas. That is big. I'm not even going to charge you markup.
400K. That's 400K.
Big show for you today. Congrats in advance, and I hope to see all of you in the Bahamas, and we will have more shows to come. GG Millions, the biggest prizes, biggest names, biggest guests, same time, same place. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much, Fedor. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
That's it, Fedor. I'll let you go. I know it's late.
Peace, guys. Bye.
Have a good night.